hello, and welcome, Eagle fans, to the Week 6 McDonald's Coaching Show. Stop by McDonald's in North Monroe on Highway 165. Download the app for a quick drive-through experience, exclusive discounts, or set up a McDelivery. I like saying McDelivery. So we're here with head coach Stephen Fitzhugh, coming off a win last week against Rayville for homecoming. A great win, 45-8 was the victory, and I want to talk about that game for just a minute. But before we do, Coach, you're 5-0, halfway through the season, 2-0 in conference. Next week you host Delhi Charter, so we're at the halfway point of the season. This team has outscored opponents 232 to 14. I do want to say this, though, Coach. General Trask is 3-2. They're the only team with the winning record that we've played in the first half of the season. If we look at our win record for the first half opponents versus the second half opponents, our first half opponents are 5-20. Our second half opponents are 18-7. So, Coach, do you think that we're where we need to be as a team going into the second half of the season?
Absolutely. I mean, what we talk about every week is we cannot control who our opponent is, what their record is, what they're doing. But what we can control is our discipline, our fundamentals of the game, doing things right. And so, just a couple of things from this past game that I said, our goals get better each day, every week. Some things that I thought, taking from the Rayville game where we got better in this area. First game all season, we did not have a pre-snap or post-snap penalty. That's big. That's not beating yourself. Offense, 0 turnovers. That's not beating yourself. Make that so again. Offensively, they're taking care of the football. Defensively, we created more turnovers than we have in any game this season. Created 6 turnovers. Had another one on special teams with the kickoff, and so 7 takeaways, and offense capitalized on each of those. And so those things, again, the discipline there by offense, the intentionality by defense to create turnovers, and then the discipline of pre-snap, post-snap, eliminating all those penalties. Those are all things that are huge and make a big difference. And then, special teams, Gavin hit his 50-yard field goal, and so we had our longest kick of, we're going to have to go back for
maybe
probably
a decade,
10 years.
Yeah.
I know we would. I'd have to go back and check and see if Whit Chapman ever hit one that long. I know we probably attempted some, but if somebody did, it would have been Whit, and his last year to kick was 2014. I did not check and see when the last time that we had made a 50-yard plus was, but it has been at least a decade.
Yeah, I looked, and on the media guide we get, it only shows the last time a 40-yarder was made, and that, of course, that was Gavin, just the week before. So
yeah.
I couldn't get a lot of information on that either.
But going back, where after 5 games, we have progressed. We're communicating. We still, again, there's still some fundamentals that we need to just get better on every week. I mean, but. Pleased with the effort that our guys are playing with. Hadn't been in the fire a whole lot defensively, but you go back to the week before where long kickoff return, our guys got put under pressure, having to start inside the own 10-yard line and had the goal line stand. And so I'm pleased with their effort, and again, just they're continuing to get better. We're adding a little bit of stuff here and there, offensively, defensively, and they're picking up and executing those things.
So you mentioned, you were kind of, in a stressful situation after that long kickoff return 2 weeks ago against Madison. But there are some other, maybe not as stressful, but when you're on defense and the team's got third down, and if you keep them from getting that first down, you've got a good chance to get the ball back. Well, your defense has been very good at that this year. And your offense has been very good at converting those first downs. I looked at it. I think it's just off my memory, but I think opponents are like 22% at converting third downs, and we're just under 50% on the season. So that makes a huge difference in controlling the game.
Yeah, it does. Those money downs are big. I mean, that's something that both sides of the ball we preach the. Again, those are downs you do need to convert offensively and defensively. Like you said, you stop them. They're kicking the ball back to you usually. So
Yeah, get the ball back.
Yeah.
But your defense has done a good job of getting the ball back without facing those 3rd and 4th downs. I'm sure some of the interceptions have come on 3rd or 4th down. Actually, I know they have, because you put them in kind of the opposing offense in a compromising position. But, Coach, you got 11 interceptions in 5 games, your defense does. So this past week, Eli Red had 2 interceptions, and he joins Cooper Russell, Ridge Coates, and Cam Vullion. They all have multiple interceptions on the season. Hey, that's not too bad. We're over 2 interceptions a game.
That's good. That's good.
So, and I attribute that, one, to the playmaking and ball skills of your secondary, but also our defensive line has done a good job getting pressure. And you've kind of there's a rotation in there now, it looks like. So you've got John Turner rolling in and Stacy Shaw kind of spelling each other, because they both play both ways. John Turner had a big tackle the other night. I mean, so they're both showing up. So talk about your defensive line for a minute.
Yeah, and we've got 4 guys that start on the offensive line that rotate through there. You mentioned John and Stacy, but also Micah Mosier, Jackson Mann. Those guys are rotating through there. And then Landon Waller is a full-time defense-only guy that he stays out there a lot to that D end. And so, again, those 5 guys have been rotating through. Desaiah Bradshaw is another one that has. And then this past week we used Cooper Thomas in there at D-line. And so
I've seen Hudson Weems out there too.
Yeah, Hudson Weems is a sophomore that's out there. And so we have rotated more guys, just, again, trying to keep them fresh, because a lot of those guys are playing on the offensive side of the ball as well. And so they've done a great job, and like I say, getting that pressure to where rushes the quarterback a little bit before he's ready and stuff like that. And so, yeah, people don't always see that. They just see the interceptions, but the D-line's been doing a great job of getting some pressure on the quarterback.
Well, I noticed it. I think it was the last interception this week. The Hornets were kind of going on a drive, and I mentioned to David Gordy on the broadcast. I was like, we're kind of this, we're bending a little bit on defense, but if we just keep them from having the big play, they'll make a mistake eventually. And lo and behold, the next play they throw that interception to Eli that he caught over his shoulder. So the turnovers are a big deal. And you mentioned no turnovers for us this past week. Our offense seemed to gel a little bit more, be a little more efficient this week. I think Luke was 15 of 25 for 214 yards and 5 interceptions. So
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 5 touchdowns this week. So he had, I would say it was his best game of the season so far.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That was big, because a lot of those balls were ones that he had to put just in the right spot where the defender could not get to it. And so, yeah, he had a great game. And, I think Turpin had 3 touchdown catches, and Boyan had 2. Mm-hmm. And so, and then, spread the ball around to a lot of other guys as well. And so that's huge when you have that many different weapons that you can go to.
Well, you mentioned the weapons, and, I want to go back to kind of in the trenches with our offensive line. Bo Gregory, John Larkin-Turner, Stacy Shaw, Micah Mosier, and Jackson Mann. I mean, without those guys in there, like nothing happens. I mean, we don't run the ball. Macon had his second game where he went over 100 yards consecutively. Jude Turner is a Swiss Army knife. I mean, Macon's the same way. You can put either one of those guys anywhere on the field. But those 5 guys on the offensive line, along with Cooper Russell and Ridge Coates that play tight end, and, of course, Jude, at the B-back a lot. I mean, they did a really good job, I thought. Better than against Madison, but I thought they did a good job this past week.
Yeah, and again, that offensive line, they just continue to gel each and every week and get better. And Coach Mosier spends a lot of time with those guys. Coach Sanford, to watch film with them on Mondays and evaluate what did we do right, improved, where can we get better. And so, again, they just continue to do a great job and get better and better every week. Because, yeah, if your offensive line is not gelled and clicking, it takes all 5 of them for it to work, and those guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, you mentioned Patrick Turpin. He had 3 touchdowns this past week. That's the second game that he's had 3 touchdowns. So through 5 games, last week he had 4 catches for 101 yards and the 3 touchdowns. Over the season, he's got 15 catches for just under 300 yards and 7 touchdowns. Cam Vulion's having a great year. Andon Melton has made some plays in the past couple weeks, but Luke Edwards was back this past week. I think he caught one ball, maybe, but it's good to see him working his way back in. Your receivers, Coach, if I had to describe them, they're tough. I mean, because they catch the ball, but the play's not over when they catch the ball. They fight. And
they do a good job
yards.
of yards after catch. They do a really good job. And so, yeah, you got those guys. They're doing great. And then, as you mentioned, our, running backs, Macon and Turner, they're both able to make plays out of the backfield, catch the ball on yards after catch. And so, again, our guys this year. So, but, yeah, that was big. It's always – again, to hit that first one, then it's like, okay, I've done it.
Yeah.
And he hit a 60 yesterday in practice. Lined it up, and it was like, wow. And so he has, a great kicking leg. So
well, I've never been so excited to see a kicker go on the field. I love Gavin. He's a great kid, first of all, but to see what he's about to do, whether it's a kickoff or a field goal attempt. But speaking of that, though, the extra points, he was 6 for 6 the other night, and now he is the all-time leader in points after touchdowns in OCS history, total, but also in consecutive kicks. And so, I don't know what else we can say about Gavin except, he's a weapon whenever he steps on the field. Like, it's dangerous for the other team when Gavin steps out there.
He is, and the thing about his PATs, he's just a junior.
Yeah.
He set that record as a junior, whereas all the other ones, they went through their senior year. And so, he's going to make that a tough one for somebody to come along and break. But he has his percentage on those PATs is probably up around 98%.
I think it's over 97%.
And so – the other ones that were top 5, they may have had 40 misses in their career, over a 3-year, 4-year period or whatever. But Gavin, again, he's been solid, and that his percentage is getting right there close to 98%. So, that's what you want from a kicker. You tell him, I want 1 point.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to make the extra point after the touchdown. Give me that 1 point. Be consistent on that. And then you get one that does all the extra as he does with the kickoffs and the field goals and everything like that. That's just all, great bonus on top of it.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago. It's probably maybe 7 or 8 years ago now, where we had to do a lot of onside kicks and a lot of going for twos because we just didn't have that type of luxury in place where we can count on Gavin, a kicker getting that extra point or putting it into the end zone.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it is. It's a great weapon.
Yeah. And like you said, I agree 100%. I don't think that it may be several years before we see the current records broken, plus he's going to add to those things. Well, it was a great win. It brought you to 2-0 in district, and now we're going to finish out the season, the next 5 games. It's hard to believe we're halfway through the 2024 season. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to ask you to stick around. We're going to talk about the upcoming matchup this week against the Delhi Charter Gators. So stay tuned after this break.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back, Eagle fans, to the McDonald's Coaching Show. I'm here with Coach Stephen Fitzhugh, again, coming off a win to bring our group to 5-0 on the season, 2-0 in district, and we're going to look forward to Friday night when we host the Delhi Charter Gators. Coach, as far as the Gators go, is this an opponent that we've played before? What's our history with Delhi Charter?
Well, we have played them many a times. Matter of fact, this will be the best team we've played thus far, without a doubt. But Delhi Charter last year on JV, they handed our JV the worst loss that our JV's had in the 18 years that Coach Bentley has been here at OCS. They beat us like 50 to 20 something.
It was also the first loss in like 4 or 5 years for a JV team.
It was, and so a lot of those guys that they had on that team, they're playing up on varsity now this year as well. Just like, we had at least 5 juniors playing in that game last year. So, very talented Delhi Charter team that's coming over, and they run a great scheme with split back veer defensively. They're going to line up and run the odd stack like we do as well, and try to bring pressure and do different things like that. And so we're playing a very talented football team this week.
So I remember last year, because I have 10th graders in class, and I remember after they lost, I was like, I've been watching those records. I was like, what happened? And they said they had a couple players that were really good. One of them I think was a running back. And so do you know who they're talking about, Coach?
Well, they have 2 outstanding running backs. Keydron Thomas is the one that is the guy that gets probably the most notoriety. He has several D1 offers right now. He wears jersey number 8. But he has offers from Arkansas State, Lafayette, as a free safety as well. But he's a 10-6 kid in the 100 meters, won our regional meet here, and went down state meet. And Delhi Charter's sprint relay team, they were top in the region as well. They got guys that can go. And so, again, he's just one of those 2 outstanding running backs that they have. Caden Higgins is quarterback senior that has been running that veer for a while. And then, a guy that made a bunch of plays on us last year, didn't matter who we stuck out there at DB, was Tavan Carter. He had several catches in that game versus us last year when he was a freshman. He's just a sophomore. He wears jersey number 1, and he can run. He can jump. He is the state champion last year as a freshman in the triple jump. And if you look at the long jump runway to the east side of our pole vault, we have an added extension on there, and there's carved in there with a nail. It says TC. That stands for Tavan Carter. I told him he came over here. He had such a long approach, and it's like this kid's the best in the state, and we got to make sure we have the legal regulations for a runway, and added a little bit on there. And so, he was the responsibility for us adding that addition to the triple jump runway. But again, he's a talented receiver. They'll throw the ball up, and he goes up and gets it. And so, very talented offense that we're seeing. And then again, defensively, they got guys, some big guys up front on the D line, and guys in the secondary that can run. They'll get in a lot of man coverage and stuff, and just try to connect. And then, as we talked about our D-line earlier, they're going to try to get their D-line to apply some pressure, to the quarterback and stuff like that. So, without a doubt, best team that we've seen up to this point.
All right, Coach, you said they run the veer. Are you suiting up this week to play quarterback?
I think I got Cole Voyon coached up a little bit. And, it's not the flex bone, a little bit different, but it's the same thought process and that's the thing. We're going to have to be extremely disciplined because, split back veer, all they want, they're just reading their key. And if the defensive end steps upfield 1 foot, he's going to give it, and their running backs have the speed that's all they need. Give them just a small crease, and they'll be gone. And so we're going to have to play very disciplined football defensively, assignment football. Everybody do their job this week. And so anyway, I feel like we got Cole Voyon coached up. He'll be doing a good job at scout quarterback.
Well, good. Well, I don't think you want to take too many more hits like that from Stacey Shaw.
No. I've made it out unscathed so far, so far so good.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an exciting game. It's a district matchup. It's like you said, and I agree with you. I think this is the best team. It's going to be our toughest challenge of the season thus far. We got several more coming up in the future, but I want to go back to this past weekend, Coach, and I want to talk about Saturday night at the 50th anniversary celebration. You had a chance to stand up in front of 700 some odd people that love Ouachita Christian, and you unveiled, you and Coach Harper and Coach Parker unveiled a plan for the future, and it includes some fantastic upgrades. Coach, you've been here 27th year as head coach. You said, I think, 31 years that you've
Right.
been here. So you've been here the majority of the time that OCS has been in existence. What do you look forward to in the future for the school and specifically for your football program down the road?
Well, I'll tell you, just OCS has been blessed through the years, and that was a great celebration the other night. And to unveil the vision that, OCS started and it was a lot of weekend warrior jobs, dads that laid concrete here or there, with even the bleachers. I mean, there was dads that were involved in building things and doing things, and so. There's been a lot of time and energy, money spent through the years, but yeah, to go ahead and, like I say, have that vision, that dream carry into the next 50 years that we have an alumni base now of 50 years that we can reach out to, whereas in the early years you didn't have that. You just had the immediate ones that were involved right then. And so to have that vision that we can have a new field house and new weight equipment, new locker rooms, things like that will improve the facilities. And then again, we talked about the blessing of a turf field that we saved money for, and that has been great. That it goes for all sports, but to have the turf on the baseball field and the softball field, just that. You don't ever have to worry about that rain.
Yeah.
That it can let it rain all it wants to, and you can go play ball, 30 minutes later or whatever. I mean, it's not going to stop you there. And then again, trying to for the school, for teachers, for the coaches, trying to get it to where their compensation is, is more like. The schools around us, because it's a tough draw. I mean, that a kid coming out of college is making X amount it's just they don't even give us the time or attention so many times because there's no comparison. And so that's something that we're trying to work on, that we need to for all teachers, all coaches, is to try to get it so that compensation, that we can keep the coaches that we have and then attract young qualified coaches as well, that there is a draw that they can do things. And so that's some of the things, the vision that we have. And again, OCS has been blessed, made the most of what we have and everything like that. But the dream of being able to upgrade and get some new things and continue to dress up our campus and facilities, that's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, God's done great things through OCS, and with this vision and with this plan, I think that God is going to continue to do great things through this school, through the staff, administration, coaches, through this school. So, I look forward to the rest of the season, but I also look forward to my kids going here, until they graduate high school and being a part of this history and this family here. So, I do want to thank you for your time, Coach. I look forward to Friday night. Fans, Friday night, 7 o'clock, Fitzhugh Field at Eagle Stadium. Be sure you're there. We want to pack the stands. We want to make a lot of noise. It's going to be our toughest game of the year per Coach Stephen Fitzhugh. So make sure you come out there, cheer these boys on. We're looking forward to a great season. Join us next week. Next week we'll discuss how this game went coming up Friday, and then we'll look forward to the Beekman Charter Tigers in Week 7. So that's it for the Week 6 McDonald's Coaches Show. Do want to thank McDonald's for sponsoring, supporting, and partnering with our football program here at OCS. Until next week, go Eagles.
This is Ouachita Christian School, Monroe, Louisiana, and another edition of Ouachita Christian Eagle Football. I'd like to thank you for tuning in here on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network for tonight's contest between the Delhi Charter Gators and your Ouachita Christian Eagles. My name is David Gordy, and it's going to be my privilege to bring you the play-by-play call tonight. Handling the color commentary, my broadcast partner, Daniel Kirkendall. Down on the sideline, our man on the field with the Marion State Bank sideline report, a former Eagle teammate of mine, Mike Gray. And as usual, up here in the press box with us, Donnie Haley, bringing us all the numbers from tonight's contest. We'd like to remind our listeners tonight that this game is also being streamed live in high definition on YouTube. You go to YouTube, you find OCS Football, Delhi Charter, and you're in. And should be a great stream tonight. Coach Q, Brandon McQuillan, Heath, and the boys bringing you tonight's game. And it's just a great thing to be able to do, to watch the game and listen to our call from your TV, computer, smartphone device. If you just want to listen, well, tune in on the Wolf, 92.3, or you can utilize the MixLR app. In any case, lots of great options, no shortage of access points to Ouachita Christian Eagle football. Great to be back home, Fitzhugh Field, and the great accommodations here at Eagle Stadium. A great spot to broadcast a football game. We want to always thank Kim Stinson and the folks that do so much to make this keep this press box in the condition that it's in. Just a great surroundings to bring you tonight's call here at OCS. And Daniel, it's another great night for some high school football. The weather has been fantastic so far this season, and tonight, well, I don't want to call it cool, but it's starting to cool down. As we'll go down to the field and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. But you and I had a chance to be down on the field earlier. It was comfortable with the sun out. The sun drifting down now, and I've got to think it's going to feel really nice down there on the field for some high school football. We're already here. It's week 6, and we're at home tonight for what is hopefully going to be another good night for the Ouachita Christian Eagles.
Well, we were down there on the field before the game, and it wasn't hot, but you and I worked up a little sweat helping out Gavin Polk with their punts and Jude Turner, just kind of getting him loosened up.
Catching a few punts?
Yeah, that's what we got. We help where we can.
Like riding a bike, right?
Yeah, but it sure felt nice to get up here in this press box with the 72 and breezy weather up here.
It did. A nice opportunity to escape. As the Eagles, well, tonight, they're going to go white pants, green jerseys, and, of course, the traditional Ouachita Christian gold helmet. The Gators, if the uniforms look familiar to you, it's because they basically a carbon copy of what you'd see the Florida Gators wearing from time to time with their white on white and, of course, a white helmet with the with Gators on the side. Orange and blue. And tonight they're wearing white with blue numbers and orange trim, and white face masks on the helmets. And, Daniel, you and I have had a chance so far this evening to watch Delhi Charter go through their warm-ups, and they've got a lot of good-looking football players. The one thing that kind of jumps out at you almost immediately is they do have some really good-looking football players. They just don't have a lot of them. And so, you're going to definitely probably be seeing a fair amount of these young men going both ways tonight.
Yeah, this is it is a small roster, but like you said, I talked to Coach Fitchie this week. They've got, state championship track athletes out there that, even beat some of our guys last year, triple jump champion. So they got some athletes. They got some size, you can see, but they're not going to be very deep. And I think that can present a problem when they face teams that have a larger roster. It could be a problem for them tonight with the depth that OCS has. They're 3-2 on the year, and I know you'll get to all this, but their only 2 losses have been to Oak Grove and Faraday, 2 very good teams.
Well, not a real long drive for Delhi Charter tonight, right? Right at about 45 minutes or so to make it over here to Eagle Stadium tonight for what we hope should be a pretty good football game. As I mentioned just a moment ago, week 6 of the season is here already. And tonight, what's not usually been a very competitive matchup against Delhi Charter. When you go back through the numbers this season, this series is a little lopsided. The 9-game series between these two teams has the Eagles leading it with 9 wins and no losses, never being beaten by Delhi Charter. The series dates back to 2009. And the Eagles, well, they won most of them by a pretty comfortable margin, but you never know. And that's why you play these football games.
Well, this is not the same OCS team that you see here with these records. It's not the same Delhi Charter, but new district foe. I'm really excited about this because this kind of kicks off the second half of the season. Your first 5 games in your season, a lot of times it's non-district play, and you're kind of learning who you are as a team, and that's what OCS has done. And I think we've learned a lot about this team. I think our defense is very good. We're only giving up 2.5 points a game, man. What else could you ask for from your defense? Less than 100 yards a game. So we know our defense can take care of business when they're supposed to take care of business. Offense, they honestly haven't had to do much. I mean, the field position every game because of our special teams. We've had 11 interceptions. We've scored 70 points off of turnovers in 5 games. That's a lot of work that sets your offense up to be efficient, quick, and score quickly. So I think tonight is a night that the Eagles, it's a statement night. You make it through the first 5 games, and you're looking forward to the second half of the season, setting yourself up for success and a path to the Dome. And tonight goes a long way in doing that with the statement win by the Eagles.
Well, as you mentioned, the Eagles have been successful so far this season, and part of that's due to the fact that they've got a 5-0 record, 2-0 in district play, and coming off a solid win over the Rayville Hornets last week at homecoming. They were able to handle their business against Rayville 45-8. On the other hand, the Gators enter tonight's contest at 3-2, and of course, as you mentioned, the only 2 losses they have coming at the hands of Oak Grove and Faraday. And right now the Tigers beat them down pretty good, 57-12. The head coach for the Ouachita Christian Eagles is in his 27th season. It's Coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Coach Fitzhugh with a career record with the Eagles of 256 wins against 80 losses. The head coach for the Gators, Storm Ridgway. Coach Ridgway in his first season with Delhi Charter, career record with the Gators of 3 wins and, of course, the 2 losses. The Eagles, they come into tonight ranked number 5 in the state, according to the Class 2A Louisiana Sports Writers Association poll. The Gators come in unranked, according to the same poll, as both teams are out at the middle of the field conducting their pregame warm-ups. And we're going to go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How's it going down there, Mike?
A running clock by the third quarter, and I think I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now, Mike.
Pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Looking forward to a full game tonight. I'd like to see us handily win, but I'd like to see a little play from the other side tonight. But better weather, and I'm just looking forward to it because I love watching football.
Absolutely, Mike. Thanks a lot. Well, tell me this too, Mike. I mean, we were out there earlier, and really nice weather, and the playing conditions were pretty good. You want to play football down there tonight?
Dude, I'm as good once as I ever was. I got one play in me.
That's right.
And I'll give it all I got, but you're going to have to probably call the ambulance to get me up and out of there.
Well, are you wanting to play in this weather tonight, though?
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it'd be great.
It'd
be great.
I got you. Really comfortable down there earlier, and I was wondering if it cooled off some with the sun going down.
Yeah, it's. I think it's going to be low 70s by game time, so perfect.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. As I mentioned, the Eagles playing tonight. White pants, green jerseys, gold helmets. Delhi Charter, white, orange, and blue. All right, Daniel, here we go.
Okay.
Eagle fans always want to know how the Eagles win this game tonight. You told me earlier, looked at some film, you even got to talk with Coach Fitzhugh. So you said you pretty much know what it's going to take tonight. So right now, we want you to give us all what the Eagles have to do to win tonight. With Daniel's ways, we win.
All right, so there is a couple of things I want to talk about with this because I mentioned that we're going into the second half of our season, okay? So you kind of set yourselves up. Then you have what's called the power ratings that are released. And so I think one thing that the Eagles have to do is when they go on the field tonight, they need to play the opponent that's in front of them. You don't want to start looking ahead and thinking about the teams like the Mangums and the Fairdies and the Oak Groves, who all have winning records and who all, right now, you would consider contenders. So you got to play the opponent in front of you. And the opponent that's in front of us tonight, like I said, they're 3-2. We've had a lot of success in the past against them, but they're going to run kind of a unique, kind of a weird offense. They run a split back veer, but they throw out of it a lot. And so what they'll do on first down is they're going to try to run the ball at the middle, get themselves into a favorable down and distance, and then they're going to try to throw the ball or get to the outside. On the other side of the ball, the Eagles have had a kind of a bend, don't break mentality on defense all year. Opponents are on 3rd and 4th down this year, David. Opponents are 13 for 54 against this OCS defense. That's 23%. It's hard to win ball games at 23%. So if our defense continues to play that way, really tough to move the ball down the field. And if you do, they'll just give you a couple yards here and there, wait for you to make a mistake. We've seen it every game this year. We're averaging over 2 interceptions a game on the season. So bend don't break mentality with our defense, but you cannot look ahead. You cannot let this be a trap game. And so I think that's one of the main things. And with this offense that the Gators are going to run, you have to play what I've heard coined assignment and alignment football, meaning you have to be disciplined. So they're going to do play fakes, they're going to do tosses, they're going to do reverses, they're going to do RPOs. So there's a lot that you have to kind of keep track of and be aware of on defense. You just can't go chasing where you think the ball is going to go. You've got to play your position, and you have to play it well. And if the Eagles do that tonight against this team, there should be no doubt about the result of this game. But if they lose their mind, start looking ahead, become a little unfocused, getting into the grind of the season, then I think the Gators can make this an interesting game. So to win, play that alignment and assignment football, be disciplined on the field, and it's going to be a good test for our offense.
Well, I think it's fair to say too that it's one thing I think it's fair to bring up, and I think you brought it up with Coach Fitzhugh during this week's coaches show, which is, we got some pretty impressive turnover numbers. We got some pretty impressive point total numbers, giving up points as well as scoring points. I don't remember the record, but our first 5 opponents combined have had how many wins?
Our first 5 opponents have a combined record of 5-20. And then on the back end of that are currently the other opponents, our last 5 opponents are 18-7. So it's quite a difference. I mean, you go from a landslide winning margin in the second half, and in the first half, the teams average 1 game a win each. So
I bring that up because you brought up another interesting stat, which was our last 5 opponents have a winning percent, a huge, vastly different percentage of wins, correct?
Yes.
So tonight, in week 6, this is going to be the first team that we face that has, I'll tell you what, let's go down to the sideline, see if we can catch up with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
We're good. I see Coach Fitzhugh here. He ran a little defense with him. So, Coach, I hope tonight.
I hope they hit like that. That's what I told them. I said, I ain't upset nobody. If they'll hit like that, they'll be good.
Well, I hope we come out and I hope they're not down because we've been winning so big.
No, we know that we're playing the best offensive scheme that we played yet. These guys are disciplined in what they do. Charter runs a great scheme, and our defense knows it's going to be the toughest challenge that we face. The guys are going to line up, try to play smash mouth football against us, and I'm excited about that challenge because we've mainly been playing teams that throw the football, and so I'm excited about seeing how our guys rise to the occasion about this. And I feel like our offense had a great week of practice, really good week, and execution and everything, and feel like they'll come out and execute well tonight.
I feel like the offensive linemen are gelling for the season.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're getting better and better each and every week.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report, having a chance to catch up with Ouachita Christian head football coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Almost answering the question that we were talking about, which is, I think the Ouachita Christian Eagles they're gonna face not only the best opponent that they faced all season, but the best opponent they faced all season by a mile.
Yeah, and I think it's the only team. General Trask may have a winning percentage, but and that brings up another interesting point. I mentioned the power ratings, and last week, everybody, during the games, sometimes some games that you're not thinking about might pop out on the screen at you. And we'll try to give you score updates and things like that. But General Trask goes over and beats the Bastrop Rams. Doesn't seem like it's a big deal, except we play General Trask, so every win that they get is going to help us out. So we're cheering for, them and things like that. I think they have I don't know if they've won 2 games or 3 games. I know they beat St. Fred, so I wouldn't know that was Bastrop that did, but facing a team with a winning record at the time that we played them, this may be the first time we've done that tonight.
That's a good-looking football team. General Trask, Delhi Charter going through the finals of their pregame warm-ups. The Eagles concluded their warm-ups and went in to get ready for tonight's contest as the Gators wrapping up their pregame warm-ups. And, of course, Daniel, as you alluded to, they're lined up in the veer. 2 running backs kind of offset from one another, lined up basically behind each guard or in the guard tackle gap.
And tight, too.
And the quarterback under center. A lot of quick hitting plays. Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned, the Eagles are going to have to be disciplined with it. A lot of misdirection comes out of it. And it's kind of old school, mm-hmm. but can be very effective if you let it get away from them.
It can. And like I said, they'll throw the ball out of it, because you draw the defenders in. But, it is an interesting offense. One like that, we've seen other veers and stuff like that, but we haven't seen this in a long time.
Well, we're going to take our first break from here at Eagles Stadium as we invite you to come back and join us for more of the pregame. About 16 minutes away from getting this game underway. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
Start smiling today with Neela Dental. Whether you need general dentistry, dental implants, or a cosmetic touch-up, Neela Dental is here to give you the confidence to smile strong and healthy. They offer state-of-the-art treatments with everything performed in-house in 2 convenient locations, Tower Drive in Monroe and Highway 2 in Farmerville. Feeling nervous about your visit? No worries. Neela Dental offers sedation options tailored just for you. So why wait? Start smiling today and visit neeladental.com. Neela Dental would like to wish OCS the best this season. Go Eagles!
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt, surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreher Contracting in Bastrop.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
This is Coach Fitzhugh. Thanks for listening to Washita Christian Football on the OCS Eagle Football Network. And now back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth.
Well, thanks so much, Coach Fitzhugh, for welcoming everybody back into the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. Again, want to welcome everybody back out to Stephen Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium, the campus of Washita Christian School, as the Eagles prepare tonight to host the Delhi Charter Gators. Eagles 5-0 on the season, 2-0 in district. This is a district contest between the Gators and the Eagles. Delhi Charter looks like they're finally finishing up their pregame warm-ups, and I will say this, they took plenty of time to get loose, Daniel.
Yeah.
As we're about 11 minutes from getting tonight's contest underway. We want to take another opportunity to go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
We're doing good. The Delhi Charter Gators, they're as big as that many numbers, but they got a lot of good-looking kids. I'm sure they play a lot going. I'm looking forward to the kickoff, and let's see what we got.
You know, Mike, I'm going to agree with you. That's one thing that I touched on and kind of talked about a little bit during the pregame was the fact that, you know, the kids that they do have, I mean, at the skill positions, those are some good-sized running backs. And talking with Coach Fitzhugh like you did, not only do they have good size, but these guys are going to be able to run. I think this is going to be by far and away the best team the Eagles have faced so far this season.
Well, we have to play disciplined football because the offense they run is a lot of misdirection, trying to catch the defense, making a mistake, get yardage, and as long as we play defense, execute.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. As you know what, we're going to figure it out.
We are.
I got to tell you, you know, it's Mike Gray has a fan network. Okay, I mean, he's got a group of guys that, you know, he's got loyal followers, loyal fans, and I'm telling you, you know, they let us have it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They want more Mike. That's what they say. We want more Mike. You know, and what are you going to do with that? You know what I mean? You can't. We want to bring them more Mike, but we got to be able to hear Mike to bring them more Mike.
Yeah.
So
Mike on the mic.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But the Gators did finish up their pregame, and the Eagles back in the locker room, and we're about 10 minutes away from getting started. And I think, didn't you tell me you had the lineup, our starting lineup tonight?
I do have our starting lineup. You know, and while I pull that up, I do want to mention that there are some, you know, this is our district play. So everybody's playing district play now. So we got some games we'll try to keep up with, especially Faraday playing at Mangum. I think that's going to be
it's going to be a good one.
An exciting game.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Beekman's at Oak Grove, and Madison is at Rayville. So, you know, I guess really the highlight game there would be that Faraday Mangum game. So we'll keep up with that. So on offense for the Eagles tonight, left tackle Jackson Mann, left guard John Turner, center number 50 Stacy Shaw, right guard number 51 Micah Mosier, and at right tackle the senior number 58 Bo Gregory. Quarterback for the Eagles, junior Luke Vadrine with Macon Leonard, number 3, and Jude Turner, number 32 in the backfield. Cam Vullion, number 15, Patrick Turpin, number 0, and Luke Edwards, number 14 at receiver. For our defense, you know, this is something I like, and we can talk about it, but I love what we're doing with our defensive line and rotating our offensive line in and out, getting them time to rest and time to make some plays on defense. So we'll have John Turner, number 64, and Landon Waller, number 30 at the defensive ends, with number 50, Stacy Shaw, at the nose guard position. Linebacking core has been fantastic this year. Number 9, Ridge Coates. Number 7, Cooper Russell, and number 34, Eli Gray.
And that's who's going to get to play.
Oh, yeah.
That's who's going to get to play the veer.
Hey, I'll take those odds.
I'm just saying, those are your guys. Those linebackers are going to have to read their keys and make their they're going to have to. Yeah, those are the guys that are going to make that defense click tonight.
Yeah, the secondary can't fall asleep though.
And
I don't think they will. A lot of seniors in our secondary. Starting off with number 12, safety Aiden Eldridge, a senior, and number 5, Andon Melton, a senior. Cornerbacks are Connor Robertson, number 4, junior, and number 6, Eli Red, a senior, who had 2 interceptions last week. He was the lucky guy last week. You know, we've got 3 different guys that have had 2 interceptions in a game this year. So, pretty neat. And then Hunter Traxler, number 2, the junior at safety. For For Delhi Charter, for the Gators offense, you're going to see number 9, Caden Wiggins, a senior at quarterback. Good athlete, like I've mentioned a couple times, will throw the ball. Running back, number 8, Kedron Thomas. Their wide receivers are number 1, Taven Carter, who's a sophomore, and number 4, Owen Martin. And keep your eye on number 7, Myron Allen at the tight end position. Their offensive line consists of 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. Left tackle, number 72, Joseph Searcy. At left guard, number 55, Preston Palamas. At center, number 51, Marquise Jones. Right guard, number 54, Bradley Wiggins. Right tackle, Chanson Salceda, number 50, the freshman. On defense, you'll see some of the same names. Defensive ends, number 99, Tylen Walker. Number 72, Joseph Searcy. Nose guard, number 69, Edward Griffin. Linebackers, number 4, Owen Martin. Number 30, Levi Ezel. Number 25, Mason Osborne. Rover, number 7, Myron Allen. Safety, number 6, Dontavius Blanson. And at cornerback, Elvis Meadows, a sophomore. And we have 2 other players, only their numbers given us, number 3 at the other safety position and number 10. One last starter is our kicker, number 18, Gavin Polk. Cannot wait to see what he's going to do tonight.
If you haven't been following the Eagles all season or just picking us up tonight, young man's having a fantastic junior year kicking the football. He's kicked a 50-yard field goal last week. You'd say 50-yard field goal out of a kicker would be pretty impressive, but what he does with the football off the tee, kicking it in the end zone, controlling field position, in all fairness, the Eagles, I think you and I both know that probably his biggest strength is punting the football, but
twice. He's had 2 of those this year.
And all season long. So if and another thing to think about, if he can make it across midfield, there's an opportunity there for him to take a shot at the field goal.
Yes.
Again, in high school, if he can get it across the goal line, it's going to the 20 anyway.
Especially in those free kick situations. If we get a fair catch on the other team's side of the field, go ahead and line it up, let him kick him if it's getting near the time. So capable of a ton of things, and also with the onside kick, getting the ball back. Those don't count as turnovers, but they should. When you recover an onside kick.
Yeah, he's having a very special year, and I will say this: I was out here on the campus, and I was actually back in the day doing the PA, the public address for Washita Christian when Keith Andrews was out here kicking. I will tell you, it was a lot of fun to watch him kick the football. Now, having said that, Keith, he just basically dropped a bomb every time he hit it, and it would sail in through the end zone. I think maybe he had one go through the uprights from, on a kickoff. But, just the different things, the way Gavin is able to kick the onside kick, to kick the watermelon ball, to kick all these different knuckleball.
To throw it.
Yeah, and he can throw. And he's got a cannon for an arm. He's definitely able to do that. Is special. He brings a lot to the table that you don't see sometimes from we hadn't seen from one of our kickers in a long time, if ever.
Yeah. So handling the return duties for the Eagles will be Macon Leonard, Connor Robinson, and Jude Turner. That'll be on the kickoffs, and then some combination of those with the punt. I think Patrick Turpin a lot of time will get back there and return the punt as well. As they line up, I'm looking at our captains. Looks like Bo Gregory, number 58, number 8, Wyatt Wilson, number 15, Cam Vullion, number 12, Aiden Eldridge will be tonight's captains. But you know who else is having a great season? Macon Leonard. He's averaging about 120 yards a game, 4 touchdowns last week, 9 touchdowns on the year. He's almost at 700 yards, on the season. So I think with what Gavin does, kicking the ball and that type of thing, and the way that Leonard can run the ball, that's really been a huge advantage that our team has had this season.
Absolutely, and a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. You got a lot of guys that do a lot of things on this football team that are pretty special and pretty unique. Macon is one of those guys that is a tackle away from taking it to the house every time he gets the football. And if you haven't had a chance to watch him run the football, he can be a very, very explosive playmaker for the
Averaging
Eagles.
9 yards a carry, by the way. I meant to throw that in there because that's pretty good.
Captain's on their way out to midfield for tonight's coin toss. Let's go down to the sideline, or actually midfield tonight for tonight's coin toss. Take it away, Mike.
Shaking hands, so it'll take a second.
So your position, so you're going to call the toss, right?
The Gators won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report.
First time this year.
Well, you know,
we start off with the ball.
That's right. Well, actually, I think we. Well, maybe it was. I don't remember one of the games we decided to take the ball.
No, so the other team won the toss and they took the ball.
So we've
taken it in the second half every game this year.
So we want to rock.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break as we come back for tonight's kickoff. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Let's pray. Mighty God, thank you so much for this evening, God, for just for the ability you've given these young men to come out and play football. Father, I pray that if injury occurs, that you quick healing and a peace of mind over it, knowing that your will is perfect. God, we're just so grateful for amazing school of OCS and an amazing Savior, your Son. Thank you for him. Thank you for his death, and most of all for his resurrection that gives us the hope for tomorrow. And it's through his name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, OCS 8th grade student Kinley Fitzgerald.
AM. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Welcome back inside Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas, Stephen Fitzhugh Field, Ouachita Christian Eagle Stadium, as the Ouachita Christian Eagles hosting the Delhi Charter Gators. Eagles won the toss and have elected to receive.
I think we got something going on with our cheerleaders tonight, Dave. There's a whole slew of them.
Yeah, I was wondering how the cheerleaders. I mean, they've grown by a multiplier of probably 30.
there's 150 cheerleaders down there.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them down there. Of course, all of them wearing pink. Eagles out there with a lot of pink accents on their uniforms as well. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we want to recognize and honor all the breast cancer survivors that we have as part of the Ouachita Christian family. Maybe a member of your family as well. As great thing to do to keep that on the front burner as a reminder for everybody. As we get ready to get tonight's contest underway, and we do, it's going to be a short kick, and this one is going to check up. The Eagles are going to have to get on that and get on a little late But we're going to have a penalty marker on the play. I don't know what that's going to be. Looks like Jude Connor on the return. Jude's going to do a great job, as usual, with breaking tackles and moving the ball down the field. But again, penalty marker on the play. Don't know if this one's going to be coming back, but the official isn't, or the referee's in no hurry to get to the center of the field, so it is going to be walked off. Looks like it's going to be holding against the Eagles, and that's a back-breaking call. I'll tell you what, Daniel, these holding calls, 10-yard spot penalties, I mean, drive killers. I'm telling you, I know the offense has the edge a lot of times, but boy, sometimes when you get that holding call, it can just completely kill a drive and any momentum your team has. And some of those holding calls can be a little questionable.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened on that play right there, but Jude made it across midfield. Now it's going to go all the way back to the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Luke Badreen, the junior quarterback, brings everybody to the line. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Eagles traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Badreen in the shotgun, calls for the ball. Play action, looks, throws this one to actually that's going to be Turpin. And Turpin, ball just a little bit behind him. He does a great job of getting down to get it, Daniel, but he's going to go down in the process. Gain of 6 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles.
Nice first down play by the Eagles offense right there. A little RPO. Luke pulls it out and throws it right to Turpin. Good throw, little slip by Turpin, but hey, 6 yards on first down.
He hits him in stride.
Yep.
That may have been a problem for the Gators. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the Eagle 24. Well, let's call it the 19-yard line. Badreen in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Again, throws. Got a man just off the fingertips. It looks like he was again maybe looking for Turpin on the far side of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Really tough to see.
I think that may be Melton, but whoever it is was covered pretty well. I mean, that was good defense by the Gators on that play.
And that actually is Melton. And it's going to be incomplete. Big 3rd down play here for the Eagles. Opening drive of tonight's contest. 11 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. No score. First 3 plays of the night for the Eagles. Badreen in the shotgun.
Okay.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Running back in the backfield is Turner. Badreen settles down, going to call for the ball. Good snap from center. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to run through a hole big enough to drive a semi through. Yeah. Now he's across the 40, across the 45-yard line. More than enough for a community pharmacy first down. As Luke Badreen, I don't know if he recognized it, Daniel, or his dad did on the sideline, but a great play call. It's going to be a gain of, looks like 24 yards, or actually 20 yards. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles. Let's call it the 41-yard or 46-yard line.
Yeah, that was a play they designed this week at practice. I saw them working on that play, just a quarterback lead, work to perfection to convert.
Keep this one on the ground. That's going to be Leonard. He's going to bounce it. He's across midfield, and now we got a flag.
Maybe.
It's going to be a holding call, and again, that's going to be in the backfield. So again, you get this holding call, which
when it's behind the ball,
and it's going to be a 10-yard spot foul. So you're going to be looking at 2nd down and at best case scenario 2nd and 20.
I didn't see what happened.
Or 1st and 20, I should say.
Yeah, 1st and 20. I saw Bo Gregory tied up with a defender, but I didn't see what was happening. But the Eagles have to do a better job to make sure that they don't hold these players because they're going to call it if they see it.
First down and 20. They'll put this football at the Eagle 36-yard line. No score. First drive of the night for the Eagles. 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Eagles traveling from right to left on your radio dial. 2 receivers to Luke's left, 2 to his right. Running back with him in the backfield is Leonard. Good snap from center. Sets his feet to throw and does.
There he is.
And he's got a man. That's Voyan across the middle. And that's going to be a problem for the Gator. Stays on his feet. 5, touchdown. Ouachita Christian. Voyan catches that one from Badreen. Takes it 64 yards to the house as the Eagles put the first touchdown on the board. That Eagle touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct.
Yeah, that was a mindset play right there. once Vullion caught the ball, he was not going to be denied the end zone. Great run and catch.
That was a well-thrown football.
Yes.
Hit him in stride, and Vullion does the rest with his legs. Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point. Patrick Turpin to hold. Good snap, good hold. Gavin gets his leg into it. It's up, and it's good as the Eagles take a 7-0 lead over the Delhi Charter Gators. Let's go down to the sideline, see if we can catch up with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
It's good. Defensively, they're playing a lot of man. They've got one safety that walks up to within 7 yards of the ball, so it's basically a cover zero. So when Vullion gets behind him, the man that's on him needs to tackle him or it ain't going to happen.
Mike, I got to tell you something right now. I don't know that I've heard you ever sound better.
Well, it's because I went back to this 1956 microphone.
Oh, I see it.
They just don't make them like they used to, do they?
Unbelievable. Mike, I'm glad you did because I told you, you've got a very vocal fan club. And I'm telling you, there were some texts that came back that, hey, if I don't hear Mike better, I'm not going to listen anymore.
Going to the game.
I know. That's what he said. I'm going to listen to Sterlington. Come on.
Yeah, no pressure.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Mike, thanks so much.
That was a great drive.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Eagles take a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, he mentioned the man-to-man defense, and that's all that happened on the left side. Two receivers just ran a crossing pattern, kind of one of those rub, it was a rub pattern. So Vullion gets a step, and there's no help in the middle of the field.
You've been wanting to watch Gavin Polk kick, so here you go.
Hey, he needs to bomb one right here.
Tees it up at the 40-yard line, and that's exactly what he does. He gets his leg into this one, and
Yep.
Does it? No, it checks up right before it goes through the end zone. But a great kick that time by the junior kicker. And Daniel, you and I, we like to go out pregame and hang out with the kickers and the punters. And I tell you what, he's a really unique guy, easy to cheer for, and easy to. It's fun to see him do because I tell you what, he works at his craft.
He does, and he's easy to sit out there and talk to about his craft.
Absolutely.
He'll chat you up. He's a very mature kid, great to be around. So.
First down and 10 for the Gators. Their first possession of the night, trailing Ouachita Christian now 7-0. You mentioned number 9, Caden Wiggins, and he'll go under center with two backs behind him in the backfield. First down and 10 for the Gators at their own 20. Wiggins is going to turn. He's going to hand that to the first back through. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 2 yards on the play. On the carry for the Gators that time. Kind of tough to make out that number, Daniel. Looked like maybe number 12.
Yeah, maybe number 12. But so Hunter Traxler's in at the rover position right now, and he's really kind of our the hybrid type player, and he comes around and scrapes on the backside of the offensive line and holds that runner up. So good job by the Eagles defense on the first test of the night.
Actually, it's going to be number 10, Taven Carter, on the carry for the Gators. Wiggins goes under center, turns. This time he gives it to the opposite back through, and this has got some running room.
Yeah.
That's number 8, Kedron Thomas. And Thomas is going to pick up good yardage right through the middle of the Eagle defense, Daniel. Gain of 12 yards. We hadn't seen that in the first quarter so far this season.
No, and it is. I mean, as you can see, this Eagle defense has about a millisecond to make up their mind on who they're going to go after. And so that's why it's so important to know where you're supposed to be aligned and know who your assignment is.
Gators break the huddle, trailing 7-0. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 7, Delhi Charter 0. Gators again keep it on the ground. A nice cut that time by Carter as he slices his way into the middle of the Eagle defense. Looked like they had him hemmed up, Daniel, but instead he's going to pick up 4 yards on the play.
4 yards is the goal for that play. Nice decision making by the running back to cut it back inside. There wasn't anything on the outside. So, I mentioned the bend, don't break kind of mentality of this defense, but Delhi Charter will happily take 4 yards of pop all night.
Second down and 6 for the Gators at their own 38-yard line. Wiggins goes under center with split backs behind him. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Again, they go with a veer. Again, he gives it to the first back through. That's number 10, Taven Carter. Carter will pick up 1, but now the Gators are going to be looking at a big third down play. Daniel, 3rd and 5.
Like I mentioned, 4 yards is the goal. So instead of 3rd and 2, it is 3rd and 5. So this is they call these money downs. That's what Coach Fitzhugh calls these. These are money downs. So we'll see who makes a play right here. Are the Gators going to extend the drive, or are the Eagles going to force a punt or a 4th down conversion, or maybe even get a pickoff or some other turnover right here?
3rd down and 5 for Delhi Charter. Ball at their own 39-yard line. Senior Caden Wiggins brings them to the line. 2 running backs behind him in the backfield, and the Eagles are going to jump off sides. Hard count.
Yep.
Needed 5, and they'll get it with that penalty. It should be enough for a Gator first down. A little bit of I think Coach Fix, you mentioned it during the coaches show, Daniel, didn't have a illegal procedure call in either direction last week, and big pivotal moment there. The defense jumps offside. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Delhi Charter now at their own 44-yard line.
A lot of players coming in and out on the Eagles defense. They want to get the right defense in here on this 1st down.
1st down and 10. Gators send 2 receivers wide to the right. Split running backs behind Caden Wiggins. Go right up the middle. That time that's number 8, Kedron Thomas. Thomas looks like he'll pick up 3 on the play, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Cooper Russell on the tackle there, but good job by the defense. But again, this is the game plan. We saw Madison try to do this the same type of thing where they just want to hold the ball as long as possible, sit on it, play keep away, keep this Eagle offense on the sideline. So they're just going to try to grind this drive out. Their goal this drive is to keep the ball as long as possible. Points are a bonus.
2nd down and 7 for Delhi Charter. Ball at their own 47-yard line. Wiggins under center. Split backs behind him. 2 receivers left and right. Wiggins turns, hands this one off. That's going to be Thomas. Thomas is trying to find his way through that Eagle defense, and no more as the Eagles hem him up and drop him for a loss, Daniel. Great play in the backfield that time, a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Well, so that's a drive killer if you want to play that game. So they lose, what do they lose, 6 yards, 7 yards?
Loss of 5.
Loss of 5. So that could be a drive killer, puts them in 3rd and 12, compromising for an offense like this.
3rd down and 12. The Gators. Ball now backed up to their own 42-yard line. Clock running with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left to play here in the 1st quarter. First drive of the night for Delhi Charter.
Watch a reverse or a deep pass, something like that.
3rd and 12. Wiggins under center. Going to run the option. And, boy, he's going to be met by we got a late flag. That's going to be an interesting call. Ball, that flag comes in way late.
It does. The far sideline judge, sideline referee threw it. We couldn't see anything that happened over there, unless you did. I didn't see anything.
I didn't, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's going to be a face mask call.
Oh.
And now
that's going to be a 1st down.
The officials are talking about it, but I don't think they're talking about whether they're going to let that call stand or not. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Eagles.
Oh.
Well, okay, so it must be inadvertent. And that's not going to be an automatic 1st down.
That's right. So replay 3rd down.
So it is going to still be 3rd down and 7 as the Gators come to the line. Ball now at the Gator 47-yard line. 3rd and 7. Big play for Delhi Charter. Quick throw out in the flat. Eagles aren't there. Close the door quick.
Yeah, Connor Robinson with a really good stop right there. So they'll probably go for this, don't you think?
It's going to be spotted just shy of the 1st down, so it's going to be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Actually, maybe a long 2, short 3. But they have this football spotted right at the Eagle 48-yard line. They need to make it to the Eagle 46. So let's call it right at the Eagle 46. So let's call it 4th and 2. First 4th down play of the night for the Gators in an offense that's designed to get you 2 yards. Wiggins. And they're going to have more than enough. Nice run that time right up the middle of the field by, that looks like Carter. Picks up 5 yards on the play and more than enough for a Gator first down.
Go ahead.
Well, they'll spot this football, looks like, right at the Eagle 43-yard line, 1st down and 10.
This defense had the Gators right where they wanted them. And that penalty, that inadvertent face mask, put the ball back in a good position, and they were able to convert because of that.
1st down and 10. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the 1st quarter. Gators moving the football. They keep this one on the ground again. Carter on the carry. Back to the line of scrimmage. No more. 2nd down and 10. Delhi Charter. Nice play that time. Defensively for the Eagles. First time tonight, Daniel actually saw a little bit of penetration that time as the line of scrimmage was moving backwards. Had some guys knifing in and making quick stabs, but that time the defensive front for the Eagles able to push that line of scrimmage into the backfield. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. This Veer offense does not like no gain on 1st down, and that looks like exactly what the Gators will do. They'll take a quick timeout to talk it over. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Eagles Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There you go.
Inside Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Delhi Charter's going to throw this one out in the flat, and the Eagle defense will close. It's going to be a nice gain on the play that time by the Gators. But it's going to bring up another 3rd down, a gain of 6 yards on the play.
They are making this first quarter fly by, I tell you.
3 minutes and 25 seconds left to play. Clock running here in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 7. Delhi Charter 0.
And they are in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage right here. They want to chew it up.
I don't blame them. I would too.
Yep.
This is a big play right here for the Gators though. 3rd down and 4. Ball at the Eagle 37-yard line. Oh, we got penetration that time.
Yeah.
That's going to put them behind the sticks, and they're going to be looking at 4th and long. Loss of 2 yards on the play, but again, a penalty marker on the far side of the field.
Well, that was Landon Waller on the tackle, and that was a great tackle. I think he was going for the ball and just pulled the guy down.
So it is going to be an illegal procedure call against the Gators, and I've got to think Coach Fitzhugh is going to elect to waive that one off and bring up 4th down.
Can you waive it off?
I would think.
If it's a legal procedure, it wasn't pre-snap.
Well, they're going to mark it off anyway.
Yeah, I think that was a pre-snap penalty.
Well, they didn't stop play.
They did not stop play. That's interesting. That's the weird thing about it.
Yeah, I think that may have happened to us another time so far this season. We'll have to go down to Mike and check on that one. Well, I think the Gators are going to be the beneficiaries of that because now it's going to be 3rd and 9. Ball is going to be at the Eagle 42. Wiggins goes under center. Going to run the option. Got an alley. Now he's got a bit. Oh, now it looks like we may be the recipients of a holding call ourselves, as that flag was thrown right at the point of attack, and that looks like it is because the officials are in no hurry to go to their end of the field. Daniel, you said it a little while ago. I mean, if they're going to throw it against the Eagles, they're going to throw it against the Gators, and that's exactly what happens. There's these officials working the holding calls on both sides of the ball. And that one was one that happened right there at the point of attack on the option play, and that's going to be. We talked about a drive killer for the Eagles. It could be the same victims here for the Gators. It's going to be a spot foul, and they're going to back them up. You're looking at what was 3rd and 9, potentially going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 3rd and 13 maybe, 3rd and 14 maybe.
3rd and 17, 18.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter
19.
What we say.
Donnie
Haley knows exactly what it is, and it happens to be 19 yards.
Yeah, but it's a long way. So obviously they're probably going to throw the ball unless they don't want to make a mistake right here, because if they can cut it in half, they may try to go for it.
2 minutes and 29 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 19, and they look to throw. Wiggins puts this one in the air. It's going to be caught.
All right.
You know what they did was they set up a pretty manageable 4th down.
They cut it in half and picked up, what did you say, about 12, 13 yards? Nice slant route. Good throw.
Gain of
good
14
catch.
yards on the play. They needed 19, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 5 for Delhi Charter. 1 for 1 tonight on 4th down. Gators able to convert last time, but again, Daniel, probably looking at 4th and 2 on the last one. 4th and 5 is going to be it's going to be a big ask right here out of this Gator defense. They'll bring in a couple extra linemen. 4th down and 5. Ball at the Eagle 37-yard line.
Now they're hustling up to the line.
And the Eagles are going to take a quick timeout. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
Well, I thought this crew was a little more seasoned than this. We've seen some that pre-snap penalty a while ago. That should have never even continued. That was a false start. That's what they indicated. So if it was a legal shift or something, I don't know, but they indicated a false start, which is a dead ball penalty, and they had to take that. And it did help that this hold on this side was right in front of our coaches. So they were giving the referee an ear, and he bought into it. But if they're going to call, like you say, if they're going to call it one way, call it both ways, and we know what we can expect.
Yep.
Absolutely, Mike. I think that's, hey, this crew's done that so far. If they're calling it close, they're calling it close, and so far on both sides of the ball. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray for the Marion State Bank sideline report. How great is it to be able to go down and talk to Mike?
Dude, I got people texting me. They are so happy right now.
4th down and 5 for Delhi Charter. Biggest play of the night for the Gators. Wiggins goes under center. Eagles don't buy into it. They're going to have a catch. And this looks like it's going to be a touchdown.
Ball out
on the ground.
Eagle.
I think the Eagles
Yes.
have it. I think the Eagles have it. And they do. First down.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal defensive play that time for Washington Christian. They're going to give up what looked like maybe a touchdown and come up with a strip and turnover as the Eagles are going to have the ball now. 1st down and 10. Looks like they'll spot it right at the Eagle 5-yard line. Daniel, I don't know who came up with that one.
I don't know who came up with it, but I think Aiden Eldridge forced the fumble. So it looked like he was going in, and he reaches in and rips it out. That's a senior.
Never gave up on the play.
Bend, don't break.
Never gave up on the play. 1st down and 10 for Washita Christian at the 6-yard line. Eagles are going to go to work. 1:39 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Eagles lead 7-0. Junior quarterback Luke Vadrine going to give this one inside. That's Macon Leonard. Leonard is going to find a nice lane to run the football through, and does. Gain of 8 yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 2 for this Eagle offense. Able to put points on the board on the last drive, Daniel. Looking to try to do the same here with 1:19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Luke brings the Eagles to the line. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. 1 running back with him in the backfield is Leonard. Luke calls for the ball. Good snap from center. Play action. Throws this one quick. Turpin's got some running room. He's across the 30. Tries to get to the 35 and brought down at about, it looks like about the 33-yard line. Nice throw that time. Luke put that one a little more on the money, Daniel. Another RPO, gain of 20 yards on the play. And that was the difference. Earlier, he held him up. Patrick had to go downstairs to get it. That time hits him in stride for a big gain of 20. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles on the Community Pharmacy 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Eagle 33. Vadrine in the gun. Leonard joins him. So does Turner. Play action. Looks to throw, and he had too much on that one. And now we got a late flag.
He didn't even have a chance to catch the ball, and the Gator defender just reached out and grabbed him for no reason at all.
And it's one of those penalties where, hey, it's like Mike said, if you're going to call it close, just call it close, but call it close on both teams. I would say that was now we got to.
So here's the thing. There's no such thing as uncatchable. Uncatchable does not rule out pass interference in high school football.
Well, in that case,
it's pass interference.
It's pass interference, and that looks like what's going to be the call. Maybe holding, we'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
But it is pass interference against the Gators.
That's
it's a 15-yard penalty, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Eagles. As they'll spot this football now at the Eagle 49.
Man,
26 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Pointless.
Vadrina
penalty.
go to work. Luke pulls it down, throws this one. That's Turner, and that's a problem. Jude Turner is going to cross the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll spot this one inside the Washam Agency red zone. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
They may want to try to get another
16
play
seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Want to thank tonight's first quarter sponsor, the Darren Dugan Agency, American National.
They're going to let it
For all
count
your
now.
home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren today, 807-2100. That's 807-2100. Want to thank the Darren Dugan Agency for their continued support and sponsorship of the Washita Christian Eagle football. Pass play right there. Daniel covered 32 yards. Jude Turner, when he catches the football in the flat like that, is a lot to deal with.
He accelerates so quickly, and then you just better look out. So, really interesting first quarter. I bet we had the ball for 2 minutes.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to get the first quarter stats. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing down there, Mike?
Well, I'm great. You know, you're talking about Darren Dugan Agency. You know, Darren came here from Canada to play with the Monroe Moccasins back in the 90s, and they are back. They started their season tonight, and he's an assistant coach. Had all his kids come through OCS.
Absolutely.
And but on the field, we're looking like we're in good time. They're playing a little close. The defensive backs are playing a little close, and those slants and those posts are wide open. As long as they don't grab us from behind and pull us back when we're going down the field like they did on Patrick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray for the Marion State Bank sideline report.
And, hey, hope the Moccasins beat the Rock Lobsters tonight.
That's right. First down and 10 for the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone. At the Gator 19. Vadrine in the shotgun. Two running backs join him in the gun. Turner, Leonard. Two receivers left, one right. Luke calls for the ball. Gives this one inside to Macon, and Macon finds a nice hole right up the middle of the field. He's going to be brought down by a couple of Gator defenders, but not before he picks up 8 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up second down and 2. The Eagles are, in jet fuel getting to the line of scrimmage here, trying to get this, keep this play going. Good snap from center. Again, they go with Leonard. That time he runs in.
That'll be enough.
To a few defenders. He needed 1, and he picked up 2, so it is going to be first down and goal for the Eagles. It looks like the Gator 9-yard line. Inside the Washam Agency red zone. Call it the 8.
That quarterback lead that we ran on maybe the second play of the game, kind of like that down here in the red zone. Get behind your running backs and let them open it up for you.
First down and goal at the Gator 8-yard line. Eagles lead this contest 7-0. 11 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Vadrine in the gun. Two running backs with him in the gun. Fakes this one. Keeps it up the middle himself. I'll tell you what, I don't know what Luke weighs.
No.
Okay, but let's just say this. He doesn't weigh as much as Jude Turner.
No.
And I know he doesn't weigh as much as Macon Leonard, but he runs the ball hard.
Well, he probably doesn't weigh as much as the kid he just ran over either.
Runs the ball hard. A really tough run that time by the junior quarterback as he tucks it up inside. Daniel picked up 4 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up second down and goal from the 4. Or actually, maybe they'll have it at the 3. Two running backs again in the backfield. An offset I backfield beside Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. One receiver left. Gives this one to Leonard. They're going to hit him, but after he's in the end zone. That's going to be enough for another Eagle touchdown. Macon Leonard's going to take it in from 3 yards out and increase the Eagle lead. Tough run that time by the senior running back.
All right, so it's just such a contrast between these two offenses here. The tempo, the contrasting tempo where the Eagles are hurrying up to the line. Again, I think they've had the ball for 3.5, of the 14 minutes of this game, and are ahead now 13-0. PAT pending.
Turpin to hold, Polk to kick it. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up.
Ooh.
And he got all of that one. Oh.
The extra point is no good.
Missed that one.
Well.
And that is going to bring an end to a pretty storied record.
Yeah. I mean,
But everything's got to come to an end, right?
yeah, 77 consecutive PATs. So he's 77 for his last 78.
Yep. Well,
that's going to be a tough record to break. I think there's only one person that can do it.
Yeah.
He's got another year and a half.
That's right. That's right.
Start another one.
That's right. It starts tonight. By the way, I talked to him about maybe the heir apparent to his kicking chores, and apparently he's got a younger brother that enjoys the hobby as well.
Just tell me you didn't tell him. You know you've made 76 straight.
Nope,
Okay, good.
not tonight.
Okay.
Not tonight. Not today. I didn't. I mean, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
So Gavin's going to miss the extra point. The Eagles are going to lead this contest now 13-0. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Polk will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And I'm telling you, if they gave him a green light here to kick it, he's going to kick this as hard as any football he's ever kicked.
A little squib would be good.
And he does.
Yeah, he crushes that.
He hammered that one. Good luck.
Yeah.
That one's going to hit the A and the Eagle in the end zone. No return. Another great kickoff by Gavin Polk as they'll bring this one out to the 20-yard line. Hey, you know what? All great things, all good things must come to an end. And like you said, you know what? You start over right now.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, if you get mad, just kick it harder on the kickoff like you just did.
A great kick. Travels into the end zone. No return. First down and 20 for the Gators. Want to thank the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. The last Ouachita Christian Eagle touchdown, 3-yard run by Macon Leonard. Trinity Diamonds Direct, longtime sponsor, Ouachita Christian Eagle football. The Delhi Charter Gators go to work. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Give this one right up the gut. They're going to push the pile for a gain of 6 yards on the play. A tough run inside that time by Delhi Charter. Actually looked like number 8, Kedron Thomas. It's going to bring up second down and 4. They'll put this football at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, I do want to say really good job by the offensive line last drive. I mean, Macon got behind him. He had a couple good runs that time. That 8-yard run he had, man, that was about the easiest 8 yards he's going to have all year. The offensive line is doing a great job.
Second down and 4 for Delhi Charter. Keep this one on the ground as usual. Tough run inside as the runs seem to be getting tougher and tougher. Again, Kedron Thomas on the carry, gain of 6 yards, needed 4, picked up 6. That's going to be enough for a first down for Delhi Charter. Daniel, when they stay on schedule, as you mentioned, 4 yards on the first one, 6 yards on the second one, that's enough to move the sticks. Clock running with 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gators moving the football. Not a running clock, as one would almost think. They're going to run the toss sweep on this one, and boy, I tell you,
he got loose.
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles were going to shut him down for a loss. Number 8, Kedron Thomas again picks up 3, and that's going to bring up second down and 7 for the Gators. Clock still running now. 8:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Eagles lead 13-0. Gators waste very little time. They do huddle, but they huddle in a hurry. Caden Wiggins, number 9, senior quarterback, under center. Second and 8. They go up the middle. It's Taven Carter. Picked up a yard. That takes them off schedule.
It does. It's third and 7, third and 8. Made the mistake last time, but with the fumble. But man, they almost scored on the last play. So pass defense really needs to be awake right here, aware right here. Don't lose sight of your responsibility.
Third down and 6 for the Gators. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Caden Wiggins under center. 2 running backs with him. He's going to keep this one himself, and the Eagle defense.
And that was a nice job by somebody.
Going to do a great job. Gain of 2 on the play, needed 6, 3rd and 4. 4th and 4, I should say.
Yeah, that was Ridge Coach right there with the tackle. Really nice job getting behind the line of scrimmage and wrapping up the quarterback.
Well, their punter and their offense are either one and the same. But the Gators have decided to go for it.
No, they're one and the same. So what's going to happen here is the quarterback will probably drop. Oh, look. Hey, this is going to be a hard count. Maybe a hard count into a timeout. I just don't.
4th down and 4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the Gators are going to jump off sides.
Yeah.
So whatever they had in consideration there, I think maybe off the table, because instead of 4th and 4, you're going to be looking at 4th and 9. I guess that's kind of one of those that has a tendency, as they would say, Daniel, to backfire on you.
Yeah, a little roll of the dice there, trying to pull the Eagles off sides. It's happened once, but you know they gave him a pretty good reprimand about that, so probably not going to happen again. And I do think their quarterback is their punter, and he's going to only drop back about 8 or 9 yards. You know, he doesn't get a full drop. He'll have to get rid of it quick. So if I'm the Eagles here, I'm going after this punt.
It looks like the Eagles are going to set up and punt safe to try and return this one. They don't have their typical block unit in, but that doesn't mean they're not coming.
Oh.
And a little bit of a fake. No, it's a full fake, and the Gators are going to have a first down. Eagles bit on that one pretty hard.
Well,
and that's going to be a gain on the play, and it's going to be more than enough for the first down. They needed 9. They picked up 12. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Gators.
Yeah, still not across midfield. They've had the ball about 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, the clock's still running. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, it actually stopped when he went out of bounds. 6 minutes and 37 seconds. First down and 10 for Delhi Charter. They put the ball at their own 45-yard line. 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Levere. Gators keep this one on a quarterback sneak. Kind of a wedge play just right up the middle of the field. Do a nice job of picking up yardage. A gain of 6 yards on the play. And that keeps you on schedule if you're a Gator fan.
Yep.
As now you're going to be looking at second down and 4. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the half. Clock running.
Yeah, so just for information, their first play, there was 10 minutes and 14 seconds left. I wrote it down.
You can run this offense and you can do it at a high level and you can beat people, but when you're trailing, when you get behind by a couple of scores, it makes it kind of tough. And this is where the Gators are going to have to put points on the board to keep things going. They will get the ball to start the second half, and that's a nice, tough run that time by Kedron Thomas. Thomas is going to pick up 7 yards on the play, needed 4, and that's going to bring up another first down for Delhi Charter. Clock running now with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
So I know, the Gators with 2 timeouts to work with, they're still going to take their time, you know, because like you said, your goal here on this drive, they have 1 left. Yeah, so their goal here is to put points on the board, but they don't want to give the Eagles the ball back too quickly with time left before half.
First down and 10 for the Gators. They go inside again. That's Carter. And Carter's going to make 4 yards on the play and bring up second down and 6 for Delhi Charter. Drifting into Eagle territory at the Eagle 38-yard line. Gators not wasting a lot of time. Second and 6. Wiggins to go under center. 2 receivers, 2 running backs. Again, they run the wedge play, and I don't think they're going to have as much success with it this time, Daniel. Pretty minimal gain. Call it a gain of 2, which is going to set up a third down and 4. They put this football at the Eagle 36-yard line.
Yeah, this is 2 down territory, though.
4 minutes, 25 seconds left to play here in the first half. Eagles lead 13-0. Wiggins to the line. Going to run the option. Wiggins going to call his own number. He's going to have enough for a first down. If they spot it right there, Daniel, he's going to have it, and they'll move the chains. Tonight's second quarter, all second quarter, sponsored by the fine folks at D&H Sporting Goods. 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all your Ouachita Christian Eagle gear. We want to thank the fine folks at D&H Sporting Goods for their continued support of Washita Christian football and Washita Christian athletics. First down and 10 for Delhi Charter. Clock running with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Washita Christian 13. Delhi Charter 0. Wiggins brings them to the line. And it looks like the play clock had run down, and it is going to be delay a game against the Gators.
Yep.
Kind of a risk you run, Daniel, when you get comfortable with milking the play clock down, and that time they got caught, as that's going to be a big penalty. Again, when you're running the split veer, you get behind schedule. We've talked about it all night, and that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Well, Donnie told me they have one timeout, and so you also got to decide there if you want to use your one timeout that you have. You're out of field goal range, you know, so they may have just opted to take the 5 instead of burn that timeout.
Big penalty.
Yeah,
First and 15. The Gators are going to put this one up in the air. It's going to be intercepted.
Great defense.
Nice play down the field that time by Voyon. Pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and 15 with the Gators behind the chains. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
So this is just their second possession of the half.
Big incompletion there, too.
Yes, huge.
Because now you're killing the clock with 3:18. Coach Fitzhugh and the Eagles.
They're doing a little math down there.
I don't know if we, I don't know how many timeouts we have left, but
we got
all 3.
Yeah.
2nd down and 15. Gators have the ball at the Eagle 37-yard line. Wiggins under center. Going to run the toss. Gators got some running room.
Goodness.
That's going to be a problem. Melton's going to give chase. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Gators. As that's number 10, Taven Carter. Carter shows a little bit of the speed. Touchdown run's going to cover 37 yards. Several Eagles with a chance at him, Daniel, but just a really good run for Carter.
Yeah, give credit where credit's due. I mean, Carter put a couple of our guys on skates right there. Just a really nice run. Elusive, fast. Eagles just had a hard time once he got to the outside. That's the first big play that they've had kind of on the outside tonight. And, you know, they just kept grinding up the middle and then kick it out for a huge gain.
Gators
swinging gate.
Kind of have a little unusual extra point attempt here.
What's we didn't practice for that.
Yeah. That was I would say that was kind of somewhat embarrassing. We had an Eagle probably 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage there for a minute. We'll have to go down and talk to Mike Gray about that one. I'm sure Mike will have an interesting thought on it. Encroachment and then some, right? I mean, so it is going to be a penalty against the Eagles. They'll mark it off half the distance, which will put it at the 1 now. Which, you know, sometimes from time to time you'll see a team maybe shift into something a little different.
Yeah.
As the Gators again line up in the swinging gate. Interesting to see if
they declined it.
Looks like they did. They want to keep it at the 2.
So they're going to kick it then. That's what that means. Although a direct snap, I mean, you just got 1-on-1.
Nobody to catch it right now. Gators look like they'll line up to kick this one.
Yeah.
Good snap from center. Good hold. And we're going to have to wait on that one. The kick's up and good. Nice kick that time. Now Wiggins, quarterback, also plays kicker, and he gets it through the upright. So now you're going to be looking at 13-7.
What's time? Let's see. 3:08. 3 timeouts, 3 minutes left. Eagles plenty of time to work right here. Got to secure the kick, though. Their kicker, what they'll do is they'll do a lot of kind of similar things. Try to kick it to an ideal location or try the onside kick. So all the Eagles need to be on their toes right here that are on this kickoff return team. Let's secure the ball, and then let's get our offense back into action. For the third, this will be a third drive of the first half.
Well, I mean, that's one way. That's one way to do
It's
it.
a
I mean,
6-point game.
Absolutely. This game is up for grabs. And by the way, the Gators get the ball to start.
That's right.
The second half. But make no mistake about it, Washita Christian could put put 7 on the board in an instant.
Hey, we've seen him put 21 points in this amount of time before. But
Absolutely.
Hey, we'll settle for 3 or 7 right here.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, Daniel, Caden Wiggins, the quarterback, also their kicker. He's got it teed up, I'd say, pretty conventionally. He'll take a long walk up. He'll approach this one from his 30, kick it from the 40. Eagles send Turner deep.
Love to see him get a chance to return.
That's going to be a real short kick, and it looks like it's going to be procedure against the Gators.
What do you do here? You make him re-kick, or you just take it?
I would definitely take the field. I'd take the field position at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, they're going to make him re-kick it.
Well, if it's outside, it doesn't matter.
That's correct. Yeah, he blew it dead, so they will back it up 5. Illegal procedure. Back this one up to the 35-yard line. Turner's still deep, but he's not quite as deep as he's moved up several steps, as we've had a chance to see Wiggins get into this one. Now he does again. It's going to be a short kick, and the Eagles are going to field it cleanly on the far side of the field. That looks like that's going to be number 9 on the return for the Eagles. That's Ridge Coates.
He's still up. Oh, yeah.
Coach,
Good work. Good work.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach with some second, third, and fourth effort. But I tell you what, Ridge probably wants to do a better job of putting the football into the referee's hands, as he's real lucky to not get flagged with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But he doesn't. He gets away with it, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Gain of 14 yards on the return. So the Eagles will have the ball 1st down and 10 at their own 40, or at the, I should say, the Gator 49-yard line. 2 minutes and 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Eagles lead 13-7. Vadrine in the shotgun with 2 receivers left, 2 to his right. Leonard with him in the backfield. Good snap from center. Luke looks, throws, got a man. And that's going to be caught by Turner. Really nice job by Jude. Found the sideline, got out of bounds, makes a nice catch too. And you know what? Hey, kudos to the junior quarterback as he put that one right on the numbers. Gain of 17 yards on the play, more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down. Clock stops with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to play. Eagles lead 13-7. Eagles traveling from left to right on your radio dial. Vadrine in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 to his right. Turner with him in the backfield. Actually, Leonard. Good snap. Good blocking. Good time. Luke throws this one, and somebody either didn't run the right route or he just unloaded it. Nobody really in the vicinity, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Okay. Yeah, they try to do just mix up that defense a little bit, get the corners mixed up over here on the side with Patrick Turpin and Cam Vouillon. But nobody really broke free. I saw Turpin kind of motion that he was kind of shoved off his route, so that may have thrown things off there.
2nd down and 10.
Hey,
Eagles in the gun. Luke looks to throw and does, and that's Turner, and that's a problem.
Man.
He's in space. He's going to have more than enough for a 1st down.
So if you're this Delhi Charter defense, you better find out where number 32 is going to line up, and you better keep eyes on him.
Gain of 11 on the play, more than enough for another community pharmacy 1st down, and that puts the Eagles just outside the Washam Agency red zone at the 21-yard line.
Close
Clock
enough.
Running with 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Close enough for the Washam Agency to get a shout out.
Absolutely. 1st down and 10. The 21. Vadrine in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. 2 running backs in the backfield. Turner with a great block. Leonard inside the 20. Now he's inside the 10. Inside the 5. He's going to be run out of bounds. It looks like they'll mark it at the 2-yard line. Nice pickup on the play. Looks like a gain of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to be more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down inside the Washam Agency red zone. Eagles 1st and goal at the 3. Not wasting a lot of time. Turner, the lone running back in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Don't be shocked if he hands this one to Turner. Good snap from center. Luke's going to call it himself. I don't know.
Oh, I think he's short. Yep.
Going to be right there at the 1 yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and goal inside the Washam Agency red zone at the 2.
Yeah, look like
clock running with 1 minute and 26 seconds. Actually, they'll put this football at the 1, maybe a little inside the 1 with 1:19 left to play in the half. Padrine in the gun. Turner joins him. Gives it to Turner. Guess what?
Yep, amazing.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot coming at you.
Yeah, that's a gimme for Jude Turner right there.
First touchdown, Washita Christian. 1 yard out. Jude Turner does the honors. Well, here you go, folks. Got 77 in a row. Now you got to start. So this is going to be number 1.
New record-breaking trail.
Gavin Polk will line this one up. We gotta wait on somebody. Gavin lines this one up. Add to the Eagle lead. Good snap.
Oh.
Actually, a high snap. Good hold. Gavin splits the uprights. As the Eagles increase their lead now, 20-7. A minute and 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And when you run the split veer,
well,
you're asking for a lot here.
Hey, I think the Eagle special teams may try to keep this offense off the field, and they're going to go for some. They're going to dig in their bag of tricks right here. They got 3 timeouts.
You don't think so.
No, I do think so.
No, you don't think he'd do that.
Look at Donnie. Donnie agrees with me.
Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray. Mike, they're not going to try to kick some kind of onside kick, are they?
Why not?
I agree. I agree.
Hey, look, you can't defend a 100-year-old offense with a 20-year-old defense because the purpose of this veer is shoulder to shoulder, run downfield. You're not looking for anybody to block. And when we play a gap defense like we normally do, we're looking for gaps. Well, there is no gaps.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
You know, the old goal line defense where the defensive linemen get lower than the offense is the only thing that's going to stop a wedge or anything else.
Yeah.
We're standing up, and that's what they want us to do.
Yeah.
And that's why it's 4, 5, 10 yards every time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Gavin's going to approach this one. And he's going to kick this one. It's going to drop down in the hole.
Oh, we got a tackle here. We got a tackle here.
Only problem for the Eagles is the Gators are there to scoop it up. A nice return on the play. That's actually number 10 for Delhi Charter, Taven Carter, one of their starting running backs. Eagles do a nice job hemming him up on the return for gain of 10 yards. But boy, the Gators, would think, would have enough time here to mount some kind of charge, but with a minute left,
But there was a big crater there. Gavin was trying to kick it in there and make it bounce around, like a fish out of water, and it just kicked right up to the returner.
And of all people, they're starting tailback.
Yeah.
Well, the Gators may be content to let this clock run down rather than put it in the air, as they have 2 receivers bunched in tight. Split backfield. And they keep this one on the ground with Thomas. Thomas will make it back to the line of scrimmage. Give him 4. Donnie will say 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 5, but just as importantly, the clock running now with 50 seconds, and it's a timeout taken by the Eagles. Interesting call there. Maybe Coach Fitzhugh thinks does he have all 3? So if you burn one here, maybe what he's looking for is his defense to come through for him.
Yeah, he's trying to get the ball back, but you got to stop him. I mean, they picked up 5 yards on that.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like they did, but they did.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. All right, Mike, Coach Fitzhugh burns one. You agree?
Sure. Let's get the ball back. All it takes is one if we got Boyan or Turpin open. We've got to stop them for 5 yards. All our linebackers are tied up inside trying to stop the wedge when they should be keying on their outside gaps like they're supposed to. And it's just taking us away. And if we miss one tackle, they're going to go.
I got you. Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Second down and 5 for Delhi Charter. They only got 50 seconds to work. Eagles burned a timeout to try and get the football. They've been averaging about 4 or 5 a carry. Second and 5. They're going to look to throw this football, and it's going to be incomplete, and that is as good as a timeout. So now you're going to be looking at 3rd and 5 for the Gators. Is incomplete. Is looking for number 1, Jonas Carroll.
So,
not as well, actually. Number 3, Connor Heyman. It is going to be dropped, probably a little bit behind his intended receiver, but 44 seconds left to play. The Eagles will hang on to their remaining 2 timeouts.
So, I don't know if I would have called a timeout like Fitchie did, but he called it. That's his strategy he's going with. But I definitely wouldn't have thrown the ball if I'm Delhi Charter there.
Well, I mean, you're just... All right, 3rd and 5. This is a big play here for Delhi Charter. Maybe 2 down territory. They're going to operate out of the shotgun here. We hadn't seen that all night. Wiggins looks to throw. He's under some pressure. He's going to intercept it. Across the 30.
That Ridge. That's Ridge again.
Across the 25. Coach still on his feet inside the 25-yard line. Could not have happened at a worse time if you're a Delhi Charter fan.
You get the ball in the 3rd quarter. I don't know. Great play by Ridge. Stepped into that one.
Gain of 19 yards on the return. I think that's second interception of the night for Coates.
No, this is first. This is
his first.
He had 2 last week, though.
Well, you know what? Maybe he has so many interceptions. I get him confused.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Coates hauls it in and does a great job on the return. The Eagles now set up shop, and what makes Stephen Fitzhugh look like a genius for calling the timeout. 30 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Eagles lead 20-7. Vadrine in the shotgun. 1 running back with him in the gun is Leonard. And we got a stoppage of play.
Is that a clock issue? Is it a spot issue? Oh.
Can't see the flag, but of course our view's blocked here. So somebody must have been lined up in the neutral zone. So it's going to be a penalty of 5, 1st and 5 for the Eagles. Now they mark it inside the Washam Agency red zone at the Gator 18. Vadrine, now we got another penalty. I have no idea what that one. I mean, that one's thrown as far away from the ball, but it is going to be 12 men on the field. One of the Gators will trot off, but they're going to mark off some more yardage. I think it's a penalty of 5 yards.
Yeah.
That's going to be more than enough for a first down. Another community pharmacy first down on first down. So first down now and 10. They go inside the Washam Agency red zone again at the 14. Vadrine in the shotgun. Leonard joins him in the gun. Good snap. Vadrine looks downfield to throw, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
Really didn't have anybody there, and I think Luke just tried to kind of force that one in there. But it is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 26 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter.
I like the play call. I like the rollout, cutting the field in half, taking a low-risk throw, but there was just so much traffic there and good coverage by the Gators. There was, like you said, there was nothing there for Luke to find. He had Turpin going towards the back of the end zone. I think that was Turner, his intended target, but there just wasn't anything there. So good decision by Luke to throw it away.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 13. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Play action. Looks to throw and does, and that one's incomplete. He threw that one into traffic.
That was...
Looked like he was looking for Turner. Couple of Eagle receivers down there, though. And it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd down for Ouachita Christian again at the Gator 13.
So that looked like it was going to be a bubble screen to Voyan. And Turner's supposed to be out there blocking, and he jumps up and tries to catch it. That's what it looked like to me, but I don't know.
It happens.
Yep, miscommunication.
3rd down and 10 for the Eagles. 2 receivers are going to be sent to the left, 1 to the right. Turner, or actually that's going to be Leonard in the backfield.
Yep, 4 wide.
Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. Puts some air under. This one's got a touchdown. Great throw as Voyan goes inside. And it's going to add to the Eagle lead. A nice route that time by Voyan, and just as importantly, a nice throw located where only Voyan was going to be able to find that one. Well thrown football as the touchdown goes from 13 yards out. That touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. Gavin Newsom has made 1 in a row. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Polk. Gavin Polk has made 2 in a row.
Yeah.
What the last record in? 77?
77. That's where he stopped. The current record's at 77 in a row.
So the current record is now 2 in a row,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. That's right.
Or no, not record. I guess Chase for the record is 2.
Yeah, but I mean the Eagles really worked it out right there, and
Well, and of course, hey, and Coach Stephen fits you with an ingenious timeout. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and the Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing?
Well, we went 21 yards in 32 seconds.
Yeah.
So that was a good call to try to get the ball back. And Ridge did catch the ball, have one interception, but remember he ran it on a kickoff.
The kickoff return.
A while ago. And yes, Jude Turner was supposed to be blocking and a tunnel screen to Boyan, and that's not what happened.
Hey, you know what? Hey, if it's you got to maybe you got to go make a play. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Jude Turner, if the ball's around him, he's
got a nose for it.
And Gavin gets his leg into this one, and it's going to travel into the end zone. Boy, that's a dangerous game right there as it travels in the end zone for the touchback. Delhi Charter with 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Eagles now with a 27-7 lead. And when you're running the split veer like the Gators do, you're digging yourself a hole now as the Eagles increase their lead by 20 points.
Yeah, because now not only do you have to score, but you have to stop this Eagle offense, and you have not been able to do that remotely in the first half. I mean, the Eagles offense is just, running plays that we haven't seen all year. They feel good about their success.
And how many times do I need to apologize to our kicker for confusing him with being the governor of California?
Probably more. A few more times.
Sorry, Gavin. They keep this one on the ground. And this is going to be a problem. They got some running room to the outside. The 30, 35-yard line. 6 seconds left to play on the clock. Nice job that time by the Gators, but I think the Eagles not as concerned with giving up some yardage as much as letting the time run down. Kidron Thomas on the carry, gain of 15 yards.
All right.
6 seconds left to play.
They have to run another play because they ran out of bounds. But back to that timeout, I think you could have gone either way. Coach Fitz, you opted to take the timeout. I'm fine with it. But what it did more than anything is we've mentioned off schedule, but off game plan right there, they started trying to throw the ball. That makes no sense to me why they would try to throw the ball, because they stopped the clock on the next play and then throw the interception, and so really shot themselves in the foot and, virtually put this game out of reach for this type of offense.
Gators look to throw. They're going to put some air under this one.
Our defense.
Eagles.
See, our defense is really comfortable when the other team's in a shotgun spread.
The Eagles are going to go into halftime. 27-7, 20-point lead over the Delhi Charter Gators. A really nice half of football by this Eagle offense and Eagle defense as they're able to come up with some turnovers as they go in at the half. Let's go down to the sideline and get a halftime check before we go with Mike Gray and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, I think from up here, that's about as. I mean, I've got to think Coach Fitzhugh's pretty happy with the performance of his guys here in the first half.
Well, a couple of things. They threw that ball, that last possession that they threw the interception. They know that they're not going to score fast, and they were trying to get a score before the half. And I understand that from a coaching perspective, because hey, I might get the ball 3 times in the second half, and I'm going to have to stop them from scoring, so I need to get something here. And that last run where he ran out of bounds, it exposed our backside of our defense on that one, because we didn't stay at home. Remember, I talked about disciplined defense against these misdirections. Well, he went to the strong side. It was closed up. He come back, and our guys weren't at home, and he got 20 yards out of it.
Yeah, and that's Mike. You don't want to ever take your mind off of things. And with 16 seconds left to play in your half, you kind of think maybe just kind of coast in, and then the next thing you know, somebody busts off a really, really long run on you, and can dig yourself a hole. But the Eagles, I got to tell you, Mike, this is probably the best competition we faced so far. This is the best competition we faced so far this season. A lot of good athletes out there. The Eagles still making plays.
That's right, and their running back, that guy they're tossing the ball to, is a man.
He's a good-looking running back.
And if you're not disciplined and stay home on that,
he's going to get some yardage. He's going to fall forward on every play.
Yeah, well, it's a good half of football, pretty entertaining, as the Eagles are going to take a 27-7 lead in at the half. We're going to take a quick break from here at Eagle Stadium, Stephen Fitzhugh Field. Invite you to come back and join us for halftime here at tonight's contest. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
Eagle fans, your little cheerleaders. Eagle parents of little cheerleaders, please come get your little cheerleader at the East Gate. The East Gate. Thank you.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high, humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine. We have 2 locations to serve you, one on Darbone Lake in Farmerville and one right here on 165 North in Monroe. Come by and check us out. We have the best brands on the market: Phoenix Bass boats, Weldcraft aluminum boats, and your gator tail duck boat needs. Give us a call today at 318-545-5595 or check us out on the web at www.ludwig-marine.com. Mitch Ludwig and the Ludwig Marine crew would like to say, go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Dreher Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreher Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt. Surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreher Contracting in Bastrop.
Start smiling today with Neela Dental. Whether you need general dentistry, dental implants, or a cosmetic touch-up, Neela Dental is here to give you the confidence to smile strong and healthy. They offer state-of-the-art treatments with everything performed in-house in 2 convenient locations, Tower Drive in Monroe and Highway 2 in Farmerville. Feeling nervous about your visit? No worries. Neela Dental offers sedation options tailored just for you. So why wait? Start smiling today and visit NeelaDental.com. Neela Dental would like to wish OCS the best this season. Go Eagles!
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Welcome back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. It is halftime here at Eagle Stadium, Fitzhugh Field. 12 minutes and 20 seconds to go until the start of the third quarter. The Eagles lead 27-7 out of a really good first half, and we'll go over the stats for the first half, the ones that we have right now. Luke Vadrine, junior quarterback Luke Vadrine, having a really good first half. We only had 3 possessions in the first half, and Delhi Charter also only had 3 possessions in the first half. I think time of possession, and this is just a guess, and I don't know, Donna, you can kind of tell me if you think I'm somewhere close, but I bet they had about 19 minutes of possession to our 5 minutes, maybe 18-6, something like that. They played keep away and did a good job of it up until the Ridgecoats interception late in the second quarter that really flipped things over. It looked like Delhi Charter was going to come out on the field and try to run the clock out. Stephen Fitzhugh calls a timeout after the first run. It was 2nd and 5, and the next play they throw an incomplete pass. It stops the clock. Then following that play, the quarterback gets into a shotgun position, which I feel like our defense is really suited for. They practice against it. That's what they run on offense. And so when they get into that shotgun spread, our defense knew where to go, and Ridgecoat steps in, intercepts the ball. Aiden Eldridge also forced a fumble. Those are the 2 takeaways we had in the first half. But as far as scoring and yardage goes, Luke Vadrine was 7 of 12 for 178 yards. He had 2 touchdowns to Cam Vouillon. Those were Cam's 2 catches, totaling 77 yards. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, 77 yards in the first half for Cam, leading receiver for the Eagles. Jude Turner, 3 catches for 60 yards. Again, had I believe that was a rushing touchdown. So he's had several carries for some good yardage, but really doing some damage at the receiver position. On the other side of the ball, Delhi Charter Gators have 117 rushing yards. They've taken they took the ball twice on 2 long possessions. Ended up able to cap one off with a touchdown. So that brought the score 13-7. Then the Eagles scored 2 more times to end that first half. Macon Leonard has a touchdown in the first half as well. 6 rushes for 30 yards. A couple penalties that kind of negated some big plays for the Eagles. Opening kickoff and then a big run by Macon later on in that first possession. As far as local scores go, well, let me say this. I do want to thank Sterlington Physical Therapy for sponsoring our halftime show. Sterlington Physical Therapy is located at 8649 Highway 165 North in Sterlington. Give Craig a call, set up an appointment. Also want to thank Shelter Insurance Agent Ashton Smith. She brings our in-game scoreboard update, also helps a lot around the stadium here with the signage that we have on the back of the stadium behind us. Also, there's some on the front down here. If you're on the field looking up, it just looks really nice. So appreciate that partnership and her support. We'll get to a couple local scores, and I guess we'll kind of go off the rails a little bit on the first one. Looks like our new team, Monroe Moccasins, are getting beat right now 3-1. I don't know if the game's over or if they're just behind the Athens Rock Lobsters, but that's a 3-1 game right now. I mean, match. I guess it's a match. It's not a game. Hockey game. Hockey game? Yeah, we'll go with hockey game. Learn the terminology. They're new to the area. We're new to hockey. So hopefully the Moccasins will come back and maybe get that to a shootout. I don't know. I think you have that in hockey. As far as our district opponents, the game we mentioned before the start of this game here tonight was the Mangum Dragons hosting the Faraday Trojans. Looks like right now Mangum's up 14-0 on Faraday. There's no score reported for the Beekman Charter at Oak Grove game, and I couldn't find a score for Madison, who's playing at Rayville tonight. Some of our local scores are kind of interesting. Looks like Sterlington is up 7-0 on Richwood. They're down there in Richwood playing tonight. West Washita and Franklin Parish. Right now, Franklin Parish is up 22-13. All these games are at or near halftime. And I guess one of the big games for our area, West Monroe and Ash, tied at 14 at halftime. Two teams. Ash is really trying to kind of make their statement in that District 2 5A. They've had a great season, have an LSU caliber running back, and so we'll see if the Rebels are able to continue to hang with them throughout the night. Perhaps even a bigger surprise. DH, you're going to like this, maybe not. Ruston made the trip over here to Millhaven tonight, take on the Washita Lions. Ruston's up 8-0 last I checked. So we're going to keep an eye on that game. Neville's ahead. It's their homecoming game as they host Pineville 21-10. Couple of I got two more interesting games. One is Southern Lab. They're playing against. They're hosting Madison Prep tonight, so that should be a good game. We're familiar with Southern Lab. And the reason I want to look at them is not because I don't know our history, but just because now we're in. I consider the second half of the season. PR season, power rating season. So we want to kind of keep an eye on these games. That'd be a big win for Southern Lab. A loss would it wouldn't hurt too bad, but anyway, they're tied at 12 with Madison Prep right now. Another one, Riverside and St. Martin, two teams that'll likely be in the top 10 of the power ratings at the end of the season. Riverside's up 35-14 on St. Martin, and then a score from last night, Thursday. And did y'all see the score from the Captain Shreve game? You saw that Captain Shreve played against Evangel. And the final in overtime, 77-76, and so that's the team we played in our scrimmage this year. We played Captain Shreve, but they ended up beating Evangel 77-76. Also beating the quarterback for Evangel, who threw for an all-time state record. It was over 770 yards passing last night. So crazy Thursday night football. Kind of start to look at the teams and of the results of some of those teams that are in our division. We play 2A district, but we play Division 4 playoffs. I don't think there's any other teams in 2A that are in the top 15 or so in power ratings in Division 4. All those other schools will be in 1A. That'll be like your St. Fred's and Vermilion Catholics and teams like that. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as the season progresses. But right now, 27-7, Eagles lead at halftime. About 5 minutes to go. We're going to take a short commercial break. Again, I want to thank Ashton Smith for the in-game scoreboard update and Sterlington Physical Therapy for a halftime report. We'll be back in just a minute to kick off the second half of this game. You're listening to Washita Christian Eagle football on the OCS Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine. We have 2 locations to serve you, one on Darbone Lake in Farmerville and one right here on 165 North in Monroe. Come by and check us out. We have the best brands on the market: Phoenix Bass boats, Weldcraft aluminum boats, and your Gator Tail duck boat needs. Give us a call today at 318-545-5595 or check us out on the web at www.ludwig-marine.com. Mitch Ludwig and the Ludwig Marine crew would like to say, go Eagles.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm Home and Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
This is Coach Fitzhugh. Thanks for listening to Washita Christian Football on the OCS Eagle Football Network. And now back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Fitzhugh, for welcoming everybody back inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by Agent Chris Thomas. I want to thank Chris for his continuing support of Washita Christian Eagle football, Washita Christian Eagle athletics. About a minute and 45 seconds from getting the second half underway here at Eagle Stadium. Stephen Fitzhugh Field, the Washita Christian Eagles with a solid first half of play, Daniel. Getting everything done, I would say, on both sides of the football. Couple of things probably you want to do a little bit differently, but the Eagles coming away with a couple of turnovers in the first half.
Fumble and interception.
And also able to put points on the board through the air and on the ground as they get a couple of things done. And wanted to try and go down to the sideline as we get ready to get the second half underway and talk with Mike Great with the Marion State Bank sideline report. And Mike, what do you want to see out of this Eagle football team here in the second half?
Oh, I think he's talking in his microphone. We don't hear you, Mike. Well,
he's working, man.
He's working on it. Well, I can tell you what I want to see because, and I'm going to steal Mike's thunder. Are you there, Mike? Try again. Nuh-uh. And Mike alluded to it. You know, he alluded to the way the defensive line really is kind of standing straight up. If you're going to stand straight up on the defensive line, and, you know, I had the opportunity to coach some 3rd and 4th graders this year, so that was one thing. One thing we really work on with these kids is when you're on the line, you don't stand straight up, because if you stand straight up, you lose your leverage. And I know Mike is a let's go. Let me see. You there? No, we're not getting anything. Oh wait, try again.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, so it was on your end this time.
It was. Operator error.
I've got the 1956 microphone. Remember?
Oh, you worked that thing perfectly.
Hey, let me tell you this: the feedback from all the sources that are listening to this game is hip hip hooray, Wow, didn't know it, Bob. I mean, let me tell you something. This segment is becoming more popular with every minute that goes by. You talking on that antiquated mic, because it is crystal clear.
Well, if I break out in Sinatra or something in a minute, you'll know
no,
why.
No, we don't know.
No,
but that's good.
Look, the halftime yelling or the halftime adjustments in the locker room. Hopefully we'll see. I don't know. If you stay high against this type of offense, it's just not going to work, and they're going to get yardage. But, we're going to outscore them, obviously, if we keep things going in the same direction. But I would like, because when we play Oak Grove, they're 300 pounds doing this. These guys are about 240.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a different ball game, and we've got to make some adjustments with that.
Do you think that they may have a different approach on offense due to the score being down, 3 scores?
They'll probably try to throw it some, but try to get outside, because they know if they go up the middle, it's 4 yards. Average.
Run out of time.
And it's just not going to have enough time to score, to win. And if you're out here, you're going to try to win. So they're going to make adjustments. They're probably going to do some more passes, the screens and things. When we're playing off, our DBs are playing 7 yards off and backpedaling during the cadence. We're giving them 5-6 yards on that. And that they broke one earlier that we fortunately got a fumble on at the 5-yard line. But we'll have to see.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. The Eagles won the coin toss tonight. Elected to receive. A little unusual for the Eagles, but they do.
What you got?
Gavin Pope getting ready to get the second half underway and does. And, wow, shocker, he kicked it in the end zone.
Oh, that's
so.
Yeah, nice kick.
The Gators will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line to start this. And it'll be interesting to see if you and Mike's conversation bears fruit, Daniel, because if the Gators are going to line up in a veer and try to run this clock out, it's going to be
they're going to have to
a challenge for them.
Yes, it is going to be very challenging. And, I watched on film. They will throw the ball out of this veer, but you just don't everything is so fast. You snap the ball and you get rid of it as quick as possible, whether it's a handoff or a pass. And so if you drop back, you're in trouble because your offensive line does not have the splits or the gaps to set up a good pocket for the quarterback.
First down and 10.
They are heavy on their line right there. Yeah.
For the Gators, they're going to run the toss, and they got some running room. Going to be a nice gain on the, trying the right side of the Eagle defensive line. Carter with a nice carry, picks up 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 4. They'll spot this football at the Gator 26-yard line.
We have seen them break a couple plays in the open field. The touchdown that they scored and then the one that was called back. These running backs for Delhi Charter, they're athletes. And what they're hoping is for the 3 yards that you're almost given, and then that they break 1 or 2 tackles. And that's happened a couple times tonight, so the Eagles still need to be on their toes.
Second down and 4. The 26. And this time the Eagle defense has something for them. Gain of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 3, which is, you got to say, this is kind of what the Gators are counting on.
Yeah, typically, again, so you have to decide, and Mike said if you're here, you're playing to win it. And I agree, but there's sometimes you're thinking, I don't know how we're going to score this many points. We just need to play to make it respectable. I hope we don't see that. I hope, I'd like to see the Delhi Chargers try to go for it right here.
3rd and 3. Gators to the line. Wiggins.
Oh, he watches film.
Ooh, Andon Melton.
I can't tell if that's a 5 or a 6.
That's a 5. Okay. Andon Melton was.
Oh, yeah.
Real close to taking that one to the house.
He was.
And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Gators. And it looks like they're going to punt this football.
Well, they faked it last time with a 4th and short.
And not only did they fake it, but were successful.
Yes.
and picked up a first down. They needed 5 last time, picked up 11. Interesting to see. I got a feeling the Eagles will probably play this one a little closer to the vest.
Yep.
4th down and 3. Good snap from center. The quarterback looked like he was going to keep this one all around. And I don't know if it's a fumble or an incomplete pass, but either one of them, the Eagles are going to have the football in great field position. They're going to call it a pass, and they're going to rule it incomplete. So they'll take it back to the line of scrimmage, where the Eagles will have the ball 1st down and 10. It looks like right at the 20-yard line, which will put the Eagles, well, actually, they're going to back, well, let's see. I'm trying to wait to see where they spot this football. Yeah, they're going to move it back to the 27-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles.
The ball, all right. I do have a little gripe about that, because if that's an incomplete pass, that's got to be grounding. That's got to be intentional grounding. He just threw the ball straight down on the ground.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Gator 27-yard line. First possession here in the second half. Gators turn it over on downs. Badreen keeps this one on the ground with Leonard. Nice cut inside that time as Macon could have bounced that one, Daniel, but again, planted that outside leg, cut it up inside, picked up nice yardage, a gain of 6 yards on the play. Sets up a manageable 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles right outside the Washam Agency red zone at the 21-yard line. Clock running with 10:40 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Ouachita Christian 27, Delhi Charter 7. Junior quarterback Luke Vadreen in the shotgun. 2 running backs join him in the gun. Turner, Leonard, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Leonard. Leonard's across the 15. Now he's across the 10. Trying to get to the corner. He's going to be stopped at the 5-yard line, but a great job of running the football out of the senior running back, Macon Leonard, as he picks up nice yardage that time, Daniel. Gain of 16 yards on the play. It's going to put the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone with another community pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, good vision by Macon on the last 2 runs. That one right there had 1 man to beat, decides to try to outrun him, unable to do so, but, great run. You're down at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal to go.
1st down and goal for the Eagles at the Gator 5. 9 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Eagles lead right now 27-7 and trying to get more. Vadreen in the gun, 2 running backs with him. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Leonard.
Nice
Jumps
move.
inside. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Number 3, Macon Leonard. I'll tell you what, Daniel. Leonard paused for a minute to bend down and help up a would-be Gator defender with a really nice showing of sportsmanship there.
It is. So, again, great vision right there. 1 man to beat. He chooses option B this time. Takes it right up the middle. Runs over the guy and then helps him up. So, great run. Great kid out there.
Leonard from 3 yards out. Polk to attempt the extra point. And it's no good.
All right. Something happened.
So the Eagles are going to increase their lead now 33-7. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank. Sideline report. Mike, I noticed our kicker getting up that time after the extra point attempt.
Yeah, that I don't think it was enough to call, but he's pushing it a little right. The snaps are high, and maybe his timing's off. Maybe like my golf swing where I hit everything right because I don't finish it. I don't know, but they've just been, a football width outside the goalpost.
Thanks a lot. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. As the Eagles increase their lead now, 33-7. That Eagle touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. Gavin Polk with his 2nd miss of the night. The extra point attempt. This time the Eagles are going to kick this one off on the 40-yard line. It looks like setting up for some form of an onside, but be interesting to see. A lot of times they'll spread out from this formation. And Polk is going to kick this one directionally. It's going to be dropped.
Oh, Eagles ball.
And oh my goodness, that's a open man on the spot. I don't think he could have kicked that one to a better place. Got mishandled by the Gators. And the Eagles are going to take over on a phenomenal kick by the Eagles junior kicker, Gavin Polk, as he put it right where he needed to. But, man, I tell you what, Turpin with great effort that time. The ball was just on the ground for a split second. Patrick Turpin flying down the field, lands on it, secures it. Now the Eagles have the football. First down and 10 at the Gator 34-yard line.
You know, you got to be either brave or fearless if you're on the kicking team and the onside kick's coming. And right there, Turpin hits the deck. There was a Delhi Charter player there that opted not to hit the deck and try to scoop it up, and Turpin dives in.
Beat him to the punch.
Yep, that's why the Eagles have the ball.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at the Gator 34. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. He's got time. Looks downfield and throws one. Nice pass that time, and that's going to be complete to Leonard. And he's going to have enough for a community pharmacy first down. Picked up 10 on the play, and it's going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles at the Gator 24-yard line. Vadrine with plenty of time, Daniel, set his feet and really got into that one.
He did, and good patience and decision-making, too, because I think he was looking for somebody over the top. There was a deep post, and it was covered. So he checks down, sees Leonard on the slant, and I mean, he tucks it in there.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Gator 24. Vadrine in the gun. Turner joins him in the gun. Hands this one inside. Turner's looking for some running room. Touchdown! Washita Christian! Jude Turner is going to take it in from 24 yards out, and he's going to do a really good job of running the football.
Dude, when he got past the second level, how much confidence did you have that he was going to finish that run?
Well,
it was about 20 out.
I do, but the thing about him is he's looking for somebody to hit. You know, he wants to strike somebody, and as a result, you never really know.
You never know.
I think hitting somebody is much more important to him than maybe scoring a touchdown. Polk on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and that time it's good.
Oh, he kicked that one with some emotion there.
As the Eagles increase their lead over Delhi Charter now, 40-7. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray and Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
That defense parted like the Red Sea on that one. Well, you know, the first few games, we run into the teeth of the defense. I mean, remember last time we talked about when they did the cutbacks or did the weak side runs, we would get chunk yardage. Well, we're doing that a lot more tonight. We're not just running into the strong side of the defense or the strong side of the offense. We're cutting backside, opening that up, and they just don't have enough to handle that.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with a Marion State Bank sideline report. I agree with Mike that time. The Eagles seem to be doing a much more. It's like he said. I mean, they're definitely finding the lanes tonight. And, boy, this offensive line, and that's the thing, too, that you got to tip your hat to this Eagle offensive line. They are opening up some holes and giving these running backs those lanes to find creases and cut back alleys. Polk gets his leg into this one, and it's Shocker, travels into the end zone, and the Gators will have it at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Want to mention tonight's third quarter sponsor. Longtime sponsor of Washita Christian Eagle Athletics, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. All your tailgating needs, catering needs, call Randall. 318-388-2278. We want to thank the fine folks at Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats for their continued support of Washita Christian Eagle Athletics. And if you can't find something good to eat at Randall's Captain Avery and Seafood Specialty Meats, you're not looking very hard.
Yeah.
Do a great job. 8 minutes and 47 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. This game is getting away from the Gators. 40-7. We're going to have a timeout taken by the Gators. And we're going to take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Washita Christian Eagle Athletics and Eagle Football on the Washita Christian Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dustin Balance with Ludwig Marine. We have 2 locations to serve you, one on Darbone Lake in Farmerville and one right here on 165 North in Monroe. Come by and check us out. We have the best brands on the market: Phoenix Bass boats, Weldcraft aluminum boats, and your Gator Tail duck boat needs. Give us a call today at 318-545-5595 or check us out on the web at www.ludwig-marine.com. Mitch Ludwig and the Ludwig Marine crew would like to say, go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Gators. They're going to mix it up a little bit, throw the football, and that's going to be complete. A nice throw that time by the quarterback.
The laundry in the backfield.
Caden Wiggins. And we're going to have to wait and see what the penalty marker is all about.
That was well after the ball was thrown, so maybe roughing the passer or something like that.
It's going to be a dead ball personal foul against the Gators. That's going to be a costly penalty there. Actually made some positive yardage on the play. The Eagle captains indicate they want to take this penalty, or actually, no, they're going to
take it because
they're going to take it.
Yeah.
After this is the goal, replay first half.
Yeah, because the result of the play would have been 2nd and 5, something like that.
So following the penalty, it's going to be close to first down and 20. Have to wait to see. They actually first down and 17 for the Gators. They're calling it second down, but okay, so it must. If it is after the play, then it's going to be a dead ball. Yes, second down and 17 for the Gators. They'll put this football at the Gator 12-yard line. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. High snap from center, pulled down. Wiggins unloads it, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice job that time of going downstairs to try and come up with the football by number 3, Connor Heyman. But it is going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up third down and 17, and not the kind of down and distance you want if you're a Delhi Charter Gator fan.
Yeah, you want to make a couple of small adjustments here on defense if you're the Eagles. Give a little cushion, keep the ball in front of you right here. This is not 4-down territory. So,
third down and 17 for Delhi Charter. Ball at their own 13-yard line. Wiggins in the shotgun. Seen a lot of that tonight. Two backs join him. Good snap from center. Wiggins with some time. Unloads this one. He's going to throw it as far as he can. And it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 17 for Delhi Charter with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles lead 40-7.
Yeah, a little different look on defense, a little zone coverage right there. Tristan Raymond does a good job. Rich Coates from that outside linebacker position. Double team, but good pressure by the Eagles defense to get Wiggins to get rid of that ball before he wanted to.
Gators have lined up, Daniel, 3 times to punt the football. This will be the third. The first 2, one of them was a fake, resulted in a first down. The second one, I'm not really sure what happened on it, but it was ruled an incomplete pass. This one's going to be a high snap. The Eagles come after it, but it's not going to be a good one.
Oh,
but boy, you want to talk about a great roll. It does. The Gators get one here, and it looks like they'll stop it right at their own 40-yard line. So no return on the punt. The punt covers 27 yards. It's going to be first down and 10 for Ouachita Christian on this drive. They'll start it at the Gator 40 with 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles out in front.
Yeah.
40-7.
What do you think about a quick strike right here?
I think they're going to want to stretch their legs a little bit. I think Coach Fitzhugh is going to want to give them a good, healthy dose, or Coach Drew Vadrine a good, healthy dose of the run game, but you never know.
You never know.
Luke in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Running back with him in the backfield. It's Macon Leonard. Good snap from center. Of course he doesn't want to. He puts air under this one. Turpin's got it. Fantastic throw. Luke put it right on the money, and then Turpin makes a circus catch around the 6-yard line. So, yeah, of course Drew wants to,
let's go
stretch your legs and run a gain of 31 yards on the play. Enough for a community pharmacy first down. Eagles already inside the Washington Agency red zone with the ball. First and goal at the 8.
Luke Vadrine and Patrick Turpin.
I should say the 9.
Patrick Turpin and Luke Vadrine have played a lot of football together. That's where you trust your receiver, give him a chance to go make a play, and Turpin does.
First and goal at the 9. Vadrine in the shotgun. Sends Turner in motion. Hesitates. Rolls. Unloads this one to Turner. Threw it a little bit behind him. Turner had to come back for it, and as a result, he'll be hit and wrapped up. Notice we said hit and wrapped up, not tackled.
Not tackled.
Because they didn't bring him down. There were three guys over there holding on to him, but it gets back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Second down and 10. Eagles look to the sideline for the play call. Clock running with 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Ouachita Christian 40, Delhi Charter 7. Vadrine in the gun, 2 running backs with him in the gun. Turner, Leonard, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Good snap from center. Macon's got this one, and that's going to be, I don't know, we're going to have to wait and see. They're going to rule him down at the 1. Could have probably given him the touchdown, but there's no replay in this one. So it's a gain of 8 yards from the 9. So it's going to be first and goal for the Eagles at the 1-yard line inside the Washam Agency red zone. You'd love to see that one in slow-mo up on the Jumbotron, but I don't.
Hey, Heath may be looking at it over there. Look at him. He's trying to get it pulled up, but it doesn't matter.
Third and goal at the 1. Vadrine with an empty backfield. Leonard. And Vadrine's going to call his own number and go in for the touchdown. Luke Vadrine, 1 yard out to add to the Eagle lead. Little eye candy that time, sending Leonard in motion. Looked like some of the Gators bit. No pun intended.
Yeah.
As the Eagles take it in for 1 yard out. Add to the lead now, 46-7. This will make it a 47-7 game and put the Eagles up by 40.
Oh.
Gavin's kick is up.
There we go.
And good. The Eagles leading this contest now 47-7. Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray and Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, these guys are starting to put, they're really starting to stretch out now.
Well, on that sky kick that we recovered, Patrick recovered, he looked like a yard dart going through in there. The guy was trying to scoop it up, and I think it deflated him a little bit. I saw some heads hanging on the Gator side, and but you know what I'd like to see? I would like to see a little pass to 6'6" Cooper Russell because the kid can run. He's proved it on the interceptions. And who's going to out-jump him?
Yeah.
For the ball.
We may be saving that one, though, Mike. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I feel, too. I'm with you. Because I'm wondering the same thing. I mean, he's a threat, definitely. I saw they rolled him in there on that last, on goal to go there, thinking maybe they would look
but
to
he
him.
was blocking.
Yep.
And look, I think he's got one offer for college, but
more to come.
I hope so because the kid can play.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Polk tees it up at the 40-yard line. Who knows what's coming on this one? And it's going to be another pooch kick. And the Gators are going to do a good job with this one as it's secured on the far side of the field by number 8, Kedron Thomas. And Thomas will pick up 4 yards on the return. Gators will actually maintain possession here and have the ball first down at 10. Looks like right at their own 36-yard line. (47-7). Eagles. The Gators are going to have to try and find some kind of offense to get going. First and 10 at the Gator 36. Caden Wiggins goes under center, turns, hands this one to Thomas, and Thomas is going to move the pile. Nice tough run over the right side of the Eagle defense. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
All right. I got a Ashton Smith in-game scoreboard update. Ruston's ahead of Washita 15-8 right now in the third quarter.
Oh, that's a ball game.
It is. West Monroe and Ash are tied at 28 in the third quarter. And Southern Labs taking the lead over Madison Prep, 26-12.
A lot of good football being played.
Yep.
Second down and 6. Gators keep this one on the ground. Tough run that time by Taven Carter. Carter's going to pick up 3 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up third down and 2. Well, actually, on the spot, 3rd and 3 for the Gators. Big third down play here for Delhi Charter. Clock running. 5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Washita Christian 47. Delhi Charter 7. Wiggins goes under center with 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Split backs in a veer. That's what they run. Fakes it inside. He's got some running room. The Eagles are going to get caught flat-footed on the outside as the Gators run the option, do a nice job out of the veer running it. That's going to be more than enough for a Gator first down. A gain of 14 yards on the play. It's going to be first down and 10 for Delhi Charter at the Eagle 43.
Yeah. You know, the coaching staff and the players for the Delhi Charter Gators over there just kind of took a sigh of relief because their defense has been on the field a lot in this second half. You started to see the wear and tear. Then you have the kick that Mike mentioned where the Eagles recover. So to pick up that first down, they can control the clock. Oh.
Gators keep this on the ground, first and 10. And that's going to be a problem. Washita Christian Eagle defense has gotten stingy right up front. It's going to be a loss of 1 yard on the play, bring up second down and 11. They spot this football at the Eagle 44-yard line. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. 47-7 Eagles. Delhi Charter trying to keep this drive alive. Second and 11. Wiggins under center. They're going to run the option the other way. And they got the alley and a lane set up. A nice run that, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. They're going to keep their flag in their pocket here. It's unintentional that time.
That one was executed well by the Gators offense there.
Absolutely. Nice gain on the play. Gain of 9, so it's going to be third down and 1. Actually, 3rd and 2. They did lose a yard, so a gain of 9 still puts them 2 yards shy of the first down, or line to gain. 3rd and 2 at the Eagle 35-yard line. Clock running with 3:20. Well, actually went out of bounds, so 3:24 left to play here in the third quarter. Wiggins brings the Gators to the line. Split backfield behind him. They run the toss.
String him out.
And I tell you what, the Gators may have done.
He stepped out somewhere.
Wait and see
where the spot is.
The official on the far side of the field is right there at the marker, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Needed 2, picked up 2. So first down and 10 for the Gators. Clock running. Well, actually, again, the clock stops as he goes out of bounds, so 3:17 left to play.
Still in the third quarter?
The third quarter.
Yeah, this has been kind of a long third quarter, hadn't it?
Well, we got a lot of folks going out of bounds.
Yes, we do.
First down and 10 for Delhi Charter at the Eagle 34-yard line. 33, I should say. Split backs behind Wiggins. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Turns, hands this one off. That's number 8, Kedron Thomas, on the carry for the Gators. Eagle defense limit him to 3 yards on the play. Gators probably happy with the gain of 3 on first down.
Yeah, no question about it, especially when you're in plus territory. You're on the Eagle side of the field. So you're working with 4 downs here, not just 3. But again, I mean, this game is essentially out of reach for the Gators. It's 47-7. I mean, the Eagles really exploded here in this third quarter with 3 touchdowns. And that's part of the reason why it feels like it's a long quarter, because we've had the extra points and the things like that. But
second down and 7 for the Gators. let's say a busted play that time, but some penetration by the Eagle defense. No gain. Wiggins makes it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So you're going to be looking now at 3rd down and 7. Ball at the Eagle 30-yard line. Clock running with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Daniel, I'm going to agree with you. The 3rd quarter, it seems like forever.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. Wiggins goes under center with 2 running backs with him in the split backfield behind him. They keep this one on the ground, and they got some running room. That's going to be number 8, Kedron Thomas, and Thomas is going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage, more than enough for a Gator first down, as he picks up 14 yards on the play. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Gators now at the Eagle 15. Delhi Charter's making a go of this one. Eagle defense really unable to slow them down. First down and 10. Ball at the Eagle, 12. Wiggins goes under center. Toss. Going to toss that one to Carter. And Carter's going to go in for a touchdown. Eagle defense unable to slow him down. He makes a nice run to the outside, plants the outside leg, goes back inside. And that touchdown run is going to cover 16 yards. And the Delhi Charter Gators, are going to put another touchdown on the board. Minute, 8 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Nice run that time by Carter. And again, you'll see the quarterback, Caden Wiggins, handle the extra point attempt. Or not. It looks like this time they'll go with a conventional extra point. Good snap, good hold, and it looks like Wiggins got it through because he did.
He did.
As the Gators put another touchdown on the board and cut into the Eagle lead now 47-14 with a minute and 8 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And we'll go down to the sideline and check in with Mike Gray in a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
Well, you know, they're getting some yardage outside because we've got guys. We're sending a couple of backers trying to stop this dive. The concept of their interior linemen on offense is to not block those guys, but to go to the 2nd level and just get between their running back and the defender without engaging the block. So we're keeping so many guys inside, we really only have 1 or 2 guys outside, and they're figuring out that they can get some stuff around the corner, get some yardage out of it.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Daniel, looks like the Gators kind of teeing this one up a little differently. Not to say it's too early to go for an onside kick here, but that
got a little more of a tilt to it, doesn't it?
It does. But we'll wait and see. Wiggins, a quarterback, is also the kicker, and it's just going to be a low line drive shot. Jude's going to scoop it up at the 15. Now he's across the 20, across the 25, across the 30, across the 35, across the 40. Boy, that's it. When Jude Turner starts going north and south, man, he's a dangerous return man, and is definitely going to look to see if there's anybody he can hit in the process.
There is, but
gain of 30. Let's see, gain of 27 yards on the 27 on the return. So it's going to be great field position for the Eagles to start this drive. 1st down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
He's got a jab step too, and a spin.
He's got talented running the football. Vadrini in the shotgun. An offset I backfield beside him in the gun. Turner and Leonard, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Eagles traveling from right to left on your radio dial. Good snap from center. Leonard's got some running room. He's across the 40 now. He's across midfield and into Gator territory. Nice tough run that time out of the senior running back, Macon Leonard. Gain of 9 yards on the play. Just a little shy of the yard to gain, so it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Eagles at the Gator 47-yard line. 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Macon Leonard had over 200 yards 2 weeks ago, had 140 last week, and I'd be willing to say he's nearing 100 yards if he's not over it tonight.
Second down and 1.
Quietly having a fantastic night and season.
Offset eye backfield. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. He's got to buy some time with his legs. Now he tucks it to run, and he's going to pick up a first down. A good heads-up play that time by Vadrine. Felt the pressure, saw the opportunity to pick up a fresh set of downs, and does that. A gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to be more than enough for another community pharmacy first down. Going to bring an end to the third quarter of play. So we're going to have a timeout on the field. A Campbell in the house. Attorney at law timeout. Don't get played.
Call Wade.
Call Wade at 318-855-0285. This timeout and all legal timeouts brought to you by Campbell and House. Attorneys at law. As we get ready to get the fourth quarter of play underway.
That was a nice heads-up play by Luke on that last one. Looked downfield, looked to his check down, and I didn't see anything else, and we have a pretty good view. So great decision. Swings it outside, picks up the first down with his feet. Mature play.
Ready to start
high-level quarterback play.
Ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Fourth quarter is always brought to you by the Fat Doctor, a physician-monitored weight loss program offering weekly accountability and support under Dr. Davin Spires. They use a 3-pronged approach consisting of ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, and exercise to get you to a healthier new you. Weight loss medications are now an option as well. Social media, the Fat Dr. Monroe. Give them a call, 318-503-4441. First down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Gator 44. Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him in the gun. Turner and Leonard keeps this one on the ground with Macon. Macon's across the 40, across the 35, still moving his legs. Nice tough run that time out of the senior running back. And I will tell you this, Turner with a great block downfield to seal it off and create the lane. More than enough for a community pharmacy first down, a gain of 12 on the play. The Eagles on the move. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the football game. First down and 10 for Ouachita Christian at the Gator 32-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Let's send Turpin in motion and maybe a little confusion in the formation. Offset eye backfield. Vadrine in the shotgun. Luke's going to have to hurry. 4 seconds on the play clock. Good snap from center. Looks to throw and does. A quick strike out to Macon Leonard. Leonard does a great job of getting the ball upfield. Luke with a nice steady throw that time, Daniel. Had a little zip on it.
Yeah, he did. Good
but he
catch by
also put it right on the money. A gain of 5 yards on the play, or actually 4 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 6. Macon caught that one, I guess must have stepped out of bounds. Thought he may have picked up a little bit more, but it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. They'll put this at the Gator 29. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the football game. Vadrine in the gun. 2 running backs with him in the gun and 3 receivers. Gives this one inside again to Leonard. Leonard with a nice jump cut that time. Found a seam and bounced it a little bit to the outside. A gain of 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. They'll put this football at the Gator 25-yard line.
Be interesting to see what offensive coordinator Drew Vadrine dials up here. Might want to take a shot to the end zone because you know you got Gavin there. Give him an opportunity to put 3 through if you don't convert it.
3rd and 3. Vadrine in the gun. Good snap from center.
They'll do the smart thing.
Hands it to Leonard, and Leonard's going to bounce cut out inside. Oh, he's a fantastic run. Spins through a couple of Gator tackles. 2nd and 3rd effort that time out of the senior running back. Daniel, probably one of the most impressive runs we've seen out of Macon tonight. Gain of 20 yards on the play inside the Washam Agency red zone. He'll have it 1st and goal at the Gator 5. And another community pharmacy first down. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. 2 running backs in the backfield with junior quarterback Luke Vadrine. An offset eye backfield beside him in the shotgun. Vadrine will call for the ball. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Leonard. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Megan Leonard takes it in from 3 yards out. Actually 5 yards out to increase this Eagle lead now to 53-14. An extra point to make it a 40-point game.
Yeah, that's Leonard's 3rd touchdown of the night. So 4 last week, 3 this week.
Gavin on to attempt the extra point. Good snap from center, good hold this time. And Gavin, he hit that one right on the button. That one's up and good. So I think his new streak was what now, Daniel? 3?
No. That'll be 2 right there.
That'll be 2. Okay.
Yeah, he made 2. He missed 1, then he made 2, then he missed 1. Now he's made 2 more.
Okay, all right. So the current streak stands at 2.
It does. He ties his most recent streak with that one.
Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Mike Gray at Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, how you doing down there?
Well, I know it seems like we've got this game in hand, and we do. But I like to see the starters still in there because in a couple of weeks, we're going to start running a gauntlet of really good teams, and these guys need to play a whole game. I like the youngsters getting to play early in the year, but, we need to be prepared for the ones we're going to see in a few weeks and then into the playoffs. So they need a full game, and I like to see them still in there.
Yeah,
absolutely. I totally agree with you, Mike. It's good to see these guys getting some reps. Yeah. Mike Gray with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Gavin Polk tees it up at the 40. Going to get his leg into this one, and that's a beauty. And that one is going to travel into the end zone for a touchback. I don't think the Gators have returned a kick tonight.
No, they haven't. We've had the 2 little sky kicks that he's done. The rest of them, touchbacks.
Yep. Nice job of kicking the football by the junior place kicker, Gavin Polk.
Yeah, receives a high five from Coach Fitzhugh. Hey, he's earned his keep tonight, man. Had to battle through a little adversity, missing a couple PATs.
You know what? If you knew this guy, he could care less.
Yeah, he's out there doing his thing.
Exactly. I mean,
fuel. That's what it is.
Yeah, and he'd love for the record to be 100 in a row. But it is what it is, and he's at 2 now.
Yeah.
First down to 10 for the Gators. Their own 20-yard line. They're going to push the ball forward, make some positive yardage. Gain of 3 on first down. We'll bring up second down and 7. Well, call it 4. Again, the Gators totally content, pretty happy with picking up 4 yards on first down.
Yeah.
But the clock has now become the enemy of Delhi Charter. And like Mike said, this game is officially out of hand.
Yeah.
Eagles with a 40-point lead with 5 minutes left to play. And the Gators are in no hurry to give us the football.
Well, I definitely think they gave us their best shot in the first half and did a good job until about 3 minutes to go. Then a couple mistakes, the interception.
The third quarter was a disaster for the Gators.
In the third quarter, the Eagles really turned it on and took advantage of the, I think that roster size started to come into play. And, their legs started to get heavy, and Eagles really took advantage, scored just boom, boom, boom to start the third quarter off and really put the game out of reach.
I'll agree with Mike when we went down to the sideline and talked to him earlier, Daniel, when he said that it was a pooch kick that Patrick Turpin was able to get on like a man on a mission.
Yeah, that was an effort
launched
play.
himself onto it. Yeah, an effort play. You could just tell that was just a dagger.
It was, but but the effort. That's why I say it was an effort play because that was a 50-50 ball, and Turpin wanted the ball more, and so he ended up with it, and that was really kind of the beginning of the end.
Second down and 11 following the penalty.
Nice
Gators
tackle.
are going to run the option. Nice open field tackle that time.
That's Tristan
for
Raymond.
the Gators. Tristan Raymond on the stop for the Eagles. Does a great job in the open field to shut down what looked like maybe a first down run, but a gain of 8 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up third down and 3 for Delta Charter.
So we got a trio of freshmen out there that I see, maybe some more, but I see Cooper Thomas, Tristan Raymond, who just made a play, Cooper's starting to rotate more, kind of at the defensive line, linebacker position, and then Desai Bradshaw out there. We hadn't seen him a lot tonight because his specialty is rushing the passer. But they're not a drop back team, so we hadn't seen him much tonight. Maybe he'll get a play here.
3rd down and 3 for the Gators. Ball at their own 26-yard line. Wiggins under center. Going to turn and hand this one, and they're going to try to get to the edge. And that's exactly what they're going to do. It looks like, depending on the spot, it looks like he may have had enough for the first down. But Carter on the carry that time. They're going to give him a gain of 2, and he's going to be shy of the first down. So it's going to bring up a big 4th down play here for the Delhi Charter Gators. It actually looks like Carter may have been shaken up on the play as he limps back into the huddle. 3 minutes left to play in the football game. 4th down and 1 for Delhi Charter. They've been able to get one almost all night. And they're going to be able to get it here. They're going to get more than one as the Gators are going to push the pile. Again, Wiggins does a really good job getting inside that wedge. He's been able to make some pretty good hay with it tonight. Gain of 8 yards on the play, and that's going to be more than enough for a Gator first down.
You might have heard the crowd erupt, and I just want to give a shout out to our OCS varsity cheerleaders who hosted cheer camp this week, and so they had 100 and some odd girls all the way down to kindergarten age. They got on the field at halftime tonight, did their cheer thing, and right now they're down there with the Delhi Charter cheerleaders, and they're taking a group picture. So kudos to those girls.
Well, meanwhile, while the Eagle cheerleaders are entertaining the crowd, the Gators are going to work on the ground. Probably, Daniel, the biggest run they've had of the night.
Yeah.
Gain of 24 yards on the play as the Gators find a seam. And it looks like maybe, Daniel, a lot of fresh faces in there on defense.
Well, there's a few. There is a few. But predominantly, it's predominantly our starters out there. There's a few players that are rotating in and out, but just at the cornerback position, I think our defensive line has a full, first-string rotation in there.
Gators with it first down and 10 at the Eagle 38-yard line. They keep it on the ground again. This time they go with Taven Carter. Gain of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. But Daniel, we're inside a minute.
We are inside a minute.
We're inside a minute.
And Mike alluded to this too, and I think it was a great point. But everybody that's in the game right now, they're players. They're in the rotation. They're rotational players. They're not just getting kind of the complimentary time you give, and when you're way ahead. I mean, Eagles do not want the Gators to get in the end zone right here, and there's 5 yards.
Gain of 5, and now gain of 5, and that is the ball game. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to defeat the Delhi Charter Gators 54-14. As the Eagles are going to continue to remain undefeated on the AstroTurf, on the field turf down there.
39.
Named after the head coach here at Ouachita Christian. As they win, I believe they're 39th.
39.
On this turf.
Also of note, that's Luke Vadrine as a starting quarterback is 17-2 overall. And I was looking at our team, and that's just you look around the field, you basically have 4 guys on offense that you can go to at any given time, with Macon and Jude and Turpin and Bouillon.
Complement of weapons last season as well.
Yes.
I mean, Luke's had some guys that he could dispense the ball to, but you can have all those weapons. You hear a lot of time about Brock Purdy and how, he's just this and he's just that. You can have a lot of weapons around you, but you got to have somebody get the football to him.
You got to have somebody who knows how to manage that. And Luke is last week was his best game of the year until tonight.
This was a heck of an effort out of a junior quarterback. And you mentioned that record. that's a great 2-season record for a guy that's playing his junior and senior year. He did a lot of that as a sophomore.
Yeah.
And has done, had 5 games, or I guess we should say 6 games now to continue to add to that total. But a really, really solid game out of the junior quarterback tonight, as you mentioned. Let's go down to the sideline and get some final thoughts with Mike Gray at a Marion State Bank sideline report. Mike, it looked like the Eagles, you got a little sloppy here or there, maybe a little bit, but overall I was pretty pleased with the performance, pretty pleased with the effort. Special teams seemed to be able to get it done. The defense was, I'd say, fairly stingy, and the Eagle offense looked as good as I've seen it so far this year.
Yeah. The defense that we saw tonight against our offense was a totally different defense than what we've seen the previous 5 weeks, where they had 8 or 9 in the box the whole night. They played a more conventional defense that we were able to have blocking assignments. We didn't have 4 linebackers coming every play that, we make one mistake, they're in the backfield. So it did look a lot more fluid, a lot better. And I hope that going forward, we build on this success, because surely we had 300 yards rushing. I would close to it. Yeah. Macon did great. Jude did great. But the line, we're making their blocks. I saw guys pancaking down the field, and I know they enjoyed that as a former lineman myself. So, great. I'm just glad to see them all out there tonight. Who do we have next week?
Well, Beekman Charter. We travel to
Beekman Charter. We've got an away game.
Yep.
Mike, we got a game with Beekman Charter before, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to play host to some guys that wear purple.
Yep, the Mangum Dragons.
That's right.
The Mangum Dragons. Oh, I still remember those games.
Well, Mike, that's one thing you and I can say is, you and I were playing when, in that part of the 80s, we weren't beating Mangum, right?
No.
I mean, we were just trying to figure out, how bad, nobody, just keep everybody healthy.
Yeah.
But, times, as they say, have changed. But I will tell you that the Mangum Dragons, last time we checked, we're in a dogfight, or actually maybe not a dogfight.
They pulled away. That was 27-0 last time.
Well, they run a similar offense. I mean, they go foot to foot on their line, just like Oak Grove does, just like Delhi Charter did tonight, and just get a push and a surge and try to get yardage with a couple of lead blockers. It comes down to numbers. They just want to outflank the defense and try to get more people in the play than we can account for. So, and it's a slow process. It's a running game. You're not going to score fast, but if you control the ball and keep the lead or keep close, you've got a chance in the end.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mike. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the effort down there tonight. And I got to tell you something. Your network of supporters and fans are extremely happy tonight, Mike. Well, extremely happy.
I hate to tell you, but the little poofy thing that was on the microphone,
right?
I lost it.
No.
So
replaceable. You're not replaceable.
We're going to have to get the little poofy thing back.
We're going to do that too, Mike. I guarantee you the poofy thing is not going to break the budget.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, we're going to figure that out. We're going to take care of it. Mike, thanks a lot. Mike Gray for the Marion State Bank sideline report. And as we close out tonight's fourth quarter, again, we want to thank you. Thank the sponsor of the fourth quarter, the Fat Doctor, Davin Spires. Dr. Davin Spires, physician-monitored weight loss program offering weekly accountability and support under Dr. Davin Spires. They use a 3-pronged approach consisting of ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, and exercise to get you to a healthier new you. Weight loss medications also available as well. Find them on social media, the Fat Dr. Monroe, or give them a call, 318-503-4441. Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to win this football game tonight. They're going to win it 54-14 over the Delhi Charter Gators. Daniel, we saw a lot of good things out of the Ouachita Christian offense, a lot of good things out of the Ouachita Christian defense, still able to create a couple of turnovers and then throw in the special teams as well, able to convert a couple of, I don't know if we call them turnovers, but they have to be a turnover because able to cover those. And again, a really good showing out of this Ouachita Christian team. did some good things against by far the best competition we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, our defense got tested for the first time this year, and they withstood it. And if Mangum runs the same type of offense, that's fine because you can run that offense, but until you stop this Eagle offense, it doesn't matter. Because they're going to do something on special teams or they're going to force a turnover on defense, which happens. That flips the whole game plan around. And once the Eagles get that lead, it's going to be hard to run yourself back into the game.
And I think the Delhi Charter Gators figured that out tonight as well. Ouachita Christian goes to 6-0 on the season. Eagles remain undefeated. Believe we travel. Actually up to Beekman Charter to take on Beekman Charter next week, as the Eagles will try to add to it and go 7-0 as they prepare for a big contest back here at Fitzhugh Field against the Mangum Dragons.
Yeah, I want to tell the Eagle fans real quick, if you make the trip to Beekman next week, you may want to bring a lawn chair. They have their visitor stands are not very large. There's room to stand around the fence, but you may want to bring a chair to sit down every once in a while.
All right. I think you told me the accommodations over there a little unusual.
They are
a little unorthodox, but
nice field though. Still nice playing surface.
Still a good surface to play on, and we're gonna have to take the show on the road next week as the Eagles continue district play tonight. Big win for Ouachita Christian. I want to thank everybody for tuning in as the Eagles defeat Delhi Charter 54-14. On behalf of Mike Gray and the Marion State Bank Sideline Report, DK, Coach Daniel Kirkendall up here in the box with me, and of course Coach Q and Heath and the guys that make this thing happen all the time. And I will tell you this: without Donnie Haley, this just it doesn't work out real well with the numbers tonight. And we want to thank all of you for tuning in, and thanks for spending Friday night, a little bit of it, with us. Ouachita Christian is going to remain 6-0. They're 3-0 in district play. Big win tonight over Delhi Charter. And I want to thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great evening.